minus 1. T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
We're back.
That's right. First of all, when I was backstage and you were listening to my phone conversation with my dad, did you?
I couldn't hear you. I didn't hear you.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, good.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about my drawing back there. Because I'm.
Oh, you're working on it?
Well, not yet.
It's going.
But it's
yeah.
That's actually funny though. Okay. Anyways, second of all, these Friday night stream shorts are like kicking off, dude. Like,
yeah, I've seen them.
The British person one has 1.9 thousand views, dude.
Yeah.
And like 35 likes. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So those are funny. Those are I can't stop watching the Bean Boozled one, dude. that was hilarious.
I still have Bean Boozled.
Yeah, me too.
I still have mine.
We're gonna do another one tonight.
All right.
Yeah, and
I'm on standby.
Oh, nice.
Just in case I gotta get that horrendous taste out of my mouth.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
Okay. Welcome to the stream, everyone. So we're gonna start off with pickups.
Yes.
I can go first. I only have a couple, but you went to Motor City Comic Con with a fever. Did you go with a fever?
I don't think I had a fever, but I was sick. I had a double ear infection and a sinus infection, so I was messed up.
Dude?
I know.
That is nasty, dude.
I got myself out of bed. I went there looking pale. I was like pale and sweaty, and I went there and I got some amazing pickups. I got some amazing deals.
I bet that's what you were thinking in the moment. And then you got home and you looked at it was probably like not the books that you thought you bought because you're also
I went home and I went to bed and then I thought it was a fever dream. And I woke up and I realized I actually bought the books, which was crazy.
Oh, nice.
And then I went on antibiotics for like 3 days.
Dude, you told me you went to you were like,
I
can't stream this week. Dude, I'm like, I had to go to the emergency room or whatever.
I went to urgent care.
Urgent care.
To see what it was.
Same thing.
And
then
really
next freaking day, you're like, I'm at Motor City Comic Con. What's up?
Yeah. I will, because I wasn't missing this. They don't come back until May, right? And I'm like, I either go now and get some crazy books, or show up next week.
That is insane.
Stream
dude.
with like no pickups, but I got more pickups. Let's see your pickups first.
Okay. So first of all, I was working there, and we got all these boxes of we were prepping for Black Friday, right? And so we unboxed all these boxes of it was like sports stuff, like NFL. Like collectibles and stuff like that, and like I'm not into football, but it's like a lot of NFL stuff for Black Friday. But we also got snacks and candy to sell at the store. So first of all, I got the Reese's Trees, okay, king size, okay, and of course I got a moon pie, which I will be eating tonight. So
nice, dude.
There.
Those are some good. Those are some good things to munch on.
Oh yeah. Also that day, I was just pricing some comics, and I'm always looking out for my dad, and he collects Bill Sinkovich, and I sent this cover to him because it's by Bill, and he wanted me to pick it up, and this is the Further Adventures of Indiana Jones number 26.
Ooh,
it's $2, and so there it is.
Nice.
Yeah. So I got that for him.
$1 pickup.
Yeah. And one other, this was the last one on the shelf. I saw this like last week or something. Shut up. Shut up, dude. Okay. But do you think the first appearance of Spider-Ham for $25 with a little bit of damage is a good deal?
I mean, look.
It depends on how big the damage is. I'd buy that really depends on.
All I'm saying is, Beyond the Spider-Verse, he might come back. You never know.
I'm still looking for that Spider-Ham. I'm still looking for that, dude. So I don't know when this came out, but it was on the shelf. Bought it for cover price, and I gotta get it. It is Facsimile of Avengers #1.
Oh,
so come on. So yeah,
that'll be a good read for sure. Good read.
Oh yeah.
It's got crazy like early quips that are like so stupid. They're like dad jokes, and you read them, and they're like, it's funny though.
Jeepers creepers, Iron Man. Anyways,
dude,
I was just thinking about that moment when I was at your place, and I found out that Tyler Durden was your dad.
Yeah,
blew my mind.
Yeah,
and I was just thinking about that moment.
Crazy.
Wow.
Crazy.
Monumental
content, dude.
It's insane.
Look at him.
What's up, bro? All right.
All right. Prepare yourselves.
Okay.
Prepare yourselves. First of all, it's really random, but I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Cheddar Comics on Instagram. Ooh. Right here for hooking me up with a really good book I bought from him earlier, nice. I think last week. Nice. He sent me the sticker. Ooh. He sent me all of this. He got he threw some cards in. I got a T2 card.
Oh, I probably got that one. Yeah, that's it.
I got Adam Warlock card here.
Oh, nice.
So I got some nice little stuff there. But this is the book I bought from him. $5. This is a book I've been looking for a long time. Really good shape. There's only a little bit of stain damage, but it doesn't really matter to me because I just want this for the cover. Daredevil, issue 160. Frank Miller cover, early Frank Miller cover with Bullseye and Black Widow. Really good condition. The only damage that is on it is a little bit of staining right there, but it's barely noticeable. This is a $5 Frank Miller Daredevil book. I'm gonna take it any day. It's very clean. It's an amazing book. I'm glad to have gotten it.
That's it.
Pretty good deal. Got a pretty good deal on it.
Tazboy says, in America, your guy's small drink is Australia's large.
Dude, I don't know, Tazboy, if you've ever been to an American movie theater, but the large drinks at an American movie theater are like the medium drinks. Or no. Wait.
They're big.
Sometimes the medium drinks are larger than the large drinks. Have you noticed that? Like the medium ones are wider.
Oh, I've not noticed that.
And large ones are like taller, right? But the medium ones hold more. So that's why you get medium cups.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for that.
Yeah, that's a tip for you guys. Anyway, next book.
All right.
This is a book I got from the convention. I actually got this in a bundle deal with another book that I'm going to show a little later down the line.
Sweet.
But I've been looking for this book for a long time. Finally was able to get this copy. It's actually, it's in the very fine plus, possibly near mint range, but I would have to get it cleaned because there is dirt on it. But this is Godzilla King of Monsters, issue number 1 from 1970.
Wow.
What does that say? 77.
Okay, you are getting
Amazing.
into Godzilla, aren't you?
Dude, I was already a Godzilla fan, but then I
Oh.
watched there's a movie called Shin Godzilla
Okay.
that Toho made, and it was like it came out right before the 2014 Godzilla movie that came out in the United States. I watched it, I was like, "Oh, that version of Godzilla might be my favorite version because he's so overpowered and he's creepy. It's like a horror movie. It's like actually crazy.
That sounds pretty good.
And then I was like, dude, I need to get, because I knew about all the Godzilla books. So I was like, dude, I need to get the original Godzilla issues that Marvel came out with, which is, by the way, his first appearance in comics. You can see what I mean by dirt. There's a little on the white up there. You could see it's kind of off way. It's like a little bit dirty. I could clean it. It's not that bad. Just dry clean it with some pads and eraser. Other than that, it's a very, very clean copy. I was happy to get it.
Look at that dude's face. Look at that dude.
He's freaked out.
It's like Colonel Sanders. Nice. Hasboy asks, why is he green and why is the sky red?
That, I asked the colorer, dude. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did you hear they're making a new Godzilla movie?
Yes, Godzilla -1 comes out December 1st. I'm going to see it. It already came out in Tokyo, but I'm going to see Godzilla -1. They're saying the reviews that have come out, people are saying it's the best Godzilla movie of all time.
Whoa.
Which is crazy. They're saying it's the best since the original that came out in 1954.
It's called Godzilla -1?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a remake, like a remake of the very first Godzilla movie, just completely modernized. But they're saying like the VFX are solid. The design of Godzilla is really cool. It's true to the original, but it makes some cool changes.
Okay, there are some showings around me. Speaking of movie showings, we talked about Maestro backstage. Bradley Cooper looks. I'm really hyped for this. I don't want to get too hyped because I feel like my expectations, they're up there.
Yeah.
But I am gonna see it probably next Sunday, and also there's a comic show happening around that area, so I'll go there. I'll buy comics first, and then I'll go see a movie. It's
nice.
Sick. Also, how was your Thanksgiving?
It was great. I had leftovers just a little while ago. So I just ate a bunch of mac and cheese and stuffing. Actually, yesterday, after I ate my food, I went to my downstairs couch and I passed out until like 10 at night.
Nice.
And then I woke up. I played Spider-Man till 12 in the morning. And then I went to bed again. So it was pretty interesting things.
That's a good Thanksgiving right there. Nice.
Anyway, next pickup, this one's really cool. I wasn't expecting to get this book, but it's been on my want list for a while, and I finally found one that's in good enough condition for a really good price. I actually negotiated with the guy down to a better price. This is really cool. This is Tales of the Teen Titans issue 44 right here.
Oh.
So, first appearance of Nightwing, origin of Deathstroke. Really great issue. This is a near mint issue. It's got a little bit of like a spine roll that could be pressed out. You could see like there's like white down the side here. Yeah. And then it goes up and it goes to like a black spine.
Oh, I see that. Okay.
It can be pressed. You can see it at the top. Do you see it? Like the printing is kind of like sideways.
Yeah.
So other than that, I mean, that could be pressed. It's a newsstand copy.
I see that.
Which I was very excited about.
That's nice.
He had this at $50.
Okay.
I got him down to $40 on it, which pretty good deal. This book is going anywhere from like 45 to 50, so I got like a $5 off, $10 discount on. Yeah. In terms of market price, but really cool. Kind of a minor key. I mean, it's not too much of an expensive book.
Near mint newsstand. Come on.
Hang on a second.
Uh-oh. Oh, brother. Hey, wait a minute.
I ended up missing apple pie last night.
Okay, so oh, jeez, dude, where's your manners? Scratching your fork against your plate on stream right now. Oh, hey! Come on,
right.
dude. Oh my gosh.
All right, now we're getting to some better books.
Okay.
Now the Batman Part 2 is set to film in March of next year.
Okay, cool.
The current running for the chosen lead villain is Hush as of right now. We have Clayface, obviously as a backup character. Mr. Freeze was rumored and Court of Owls was rumored, but Matt Reeves denied those rumors. Okay. And he said he's looking at Hush right now after him being technically name dropped in the last one. And it's a little bit of an Easter egg. Mm-hmm. So I've been looking for this book for a while. And I found this 9/8 contender for $40. This is Batman issue 609. First
Wait.
Hush. What?
Oh. Okay, never mind. I feel like I recognize that. Wait.
It's a Jim Lee cover.
Yeah.
It's got Catwoman, Poison Ivy, Batman on it.
I'll find that cover later. There's a cover that reminds me of that. It's like very similar. Okay. Yeah. That's sick though. Girls Night Out
contender. I paid $40 for it. And it's probably more like a $30, $35 book. But the guy was set on the price because he knew it was a 9/8 contender. Mm-hmm. That's fair. And I was like, dude, I'm not gonna haggle you over like $10. Mm-hmm. So I took it for $40. Nice. And now I have a first appearance of Hush. So now I'm prepared for whatever the Batman Part 2 may throw at us if Hush is a possibility. Now I have this book that I've been looking for a while. Okay, this next book is actually a Black Friday buy. I went out today to a new comic book store that just opened.
Cool.
And they got in a collection of stuff. So they put out a bunch of new stock and also a lot of wall books they added. This was one of those books, and I have been looking for this for a long time, too. And I'm so glad I was able to get this book because I love all these characters. I love this TV show. We were actually kind of just talking about it before the stream. Okay. This is The Boys #1 from Wildstorm. So wow. Here's the thing. I got a bunch of other smaller like $1, $2 pickups I'm saving for next week's because I had to split up the stack. Okay. I had too much of those. But I got this in that bundle. But this is the biggest book I got today. So for Black Friday. So what happened was this was priced at $50, which is an extremely good price for this book. They're going anywhere from $70 to $100 right now because the show is skyrocketing in popularity and people are speccing on it. Yeah. Obviously, season 4 is coming out next year. And I took it out of the bag. It's like it's near mint. It's like probably a 9.6 in terms of when we're talking near mint. It's got this little crease in the bottom right-hand corner on the back cover. Okay. But other than that, this thing is pretty flawless. Nice. First appearance of Butcher, Huey, Mother's Milk, Miko, Frenchie, A-Train. Very cool. All those characters. Nice. I got this with like 15 $1 books, right? And since it was Black Friday, I got a discount. I ended up paying $50 for everything. So this plus the 16 other smaller $1 books I paid $50 for everything. So when I did the math, when I put this in the 15, so it came out to 16 books I got in total, including when I divided the $50 that I would have just paid for this divided by the 16 other books that it split up over, I got $4. So I technically paid $4 per book.
Or you could think about it, $35 for boys and $15 for the dollar books.
Yeah, which either way is still an extremely good deal.
Mm-hmm.
Because this book is not shouldn't have been priced that low.
Yeah.
But it was.
Yeah.
And I got it for an amazing deal.
So nice. That's sick.
Okay. This last book is something pretty special.
Oh, is it?
This isn't a book I was expecting to get. But it's one, I've said this multiple times already, but it's one I've been wanting for a long time.
Okay.
This is the book I got in a bundle deal with the Godzilla. So I would have paid $85 for both this book and the Godzilla book combined.
Okay.
I got the dude down to $60.
Wow.
So I technically paid $30 for the both of them.
Wow. How did you do that? 85 down to 60?
I said, you know what I did? I said, okay, these two come out to 85. What would you do 75 for them? And he goes, I'll do you one better. I'll take 60 for him. He just shook my hand.
Oh.
I was like, okay.
Okay, well that's just one of the things where like the dude's just nice. Okay. All right.
But
I thought you got some like genius sales tactic that you're gonna let us in on, but okay.
Because I didn't think he would take it because of this book right here.
Okay.
That I'm gonna show.
Okay.
But he did.
Nice.
I was really happy about it. This is Marvel Spotlight issue number 6, the second appearance of Johnny Blaze Ghost Rider.
Whoa.
Yes. Now look, at this show, I was looking for a Ghost Rider number 1, right?
Okay.
Like his first solo series.
Yeah.
And those were all incredibly expensive, the ones I saw. And obviously, Marvel Spotlight 5, his first appearance, all incredibly expensive too.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only copy of Marvel Spotlight 6 I saw at the show.
Gotcha. Wow.
And I got it in a bundle deal. Granted, it's lower grade.
Mm-hmm.
You got some spine ticks going down the spine.
Yeah.
And then
it looks good though. It looks good. Like
it's presentable. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's good looking. It's a good looking copy. It's a presentable copy.
Yeah.
And for that, I was like, dude, I'm not passing up the second appearance of Ghost Rider, one of my favorite Marvel characters of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Second appearance of Ghost Rider. And I got it with the bundle deal on the Godzilla for a total of $60. So technically $30 a book. I thought that was a pretty good deal.
That is.
And now I have a second appearance of Ghost Rider, which I'm very happy about.
Nice.
Those are all the big pickups, convention and Black Friday books that I got. And now I'm going to eat my apple pie.
Okay. Those are great. Kubra is up in the house. Kubra's
here.
The guy Kubra. Here. Isaiah Fisher asks, any new projects, DK or Harper? Well.
Yeah, for you.
I'm actually, gonna be. Just saying it. Something's coming. Okay. Oh yeah, we'll get to that. We're gonna. I forgot to add that as a banner. But yeah, so we're gonna do all this news, and then we'll get into Loki season 2. Oh, I'm writing that now. Okay. So yeah, let's get into news, shall we?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even load in the slides. Let me do that real quick. Just a moment.
So underprepared.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah. Can't even lie. All right, here we go. Here we go. So first off, Venom 3 is, I guess, already. So this is old news, but Venom's 3 is filming now.
Yes.
So that's exciting. That picture is actually really scary. Actually, that's a pretty scary Venom right there.
It's a screenshot from the scene in the first Venom movie when he's like on the bridge fighting Riot.
The first Venom movie?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, right.
It's like brightened a little bit.
Oh, okay. That's CGI. Like, it looks like a video game, dude.
Speaking of video game.
Okay.
Hang on. Spider-Man 2 is goated. I've completed the main story. I can officially say my second favorite video game of all time is Spider-Man 2. Hands down. Behind Fallout New Vegas. Fallout New Vegas is still the GOAT.
Okay. Nice. All right, well. Nice. So yeah, that's filming. So yeah. Okay, so we got some release dates here. First of all, ignore the Deadpool one. That's on the next slide. That date is irrelevant now. Captain America: Brave New World, August 26th of next year. Thunderbolts, December 20th.
I'm so tired of these release dates being pushed back.
Blade, February 14th of 2025.
Oh, dude, I hope you got the Blade news in here.
I do. I do.
We'll talk about that.
Fantastic Four, May 2nd, 2025. Avengers, Kang Dynasty, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
May 1st, 2026. Who even knows at this point? Who even knows? And Avengers Secret War, supposedly May 7th, 2027. And then Superman Legacy.
Superman Legacy. James Gunn's cooking.
Oh, yeah. So that's going to be coming out around the same time as Fantastic Four.
Yep.
That's pretty good. Dude, Deadpool 3 is...
I mean, look, I'm still excited for Deadpool 3. I'm not excited for Captain America.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's going to be.
Yeah.
I can't get past the Thunderbolts lineup, so I don't know how that's going to go.
Okay, so I'm going to see that, but I feel like it's going to be really bad. It's going to be really bad, I think. I think it's going to be...
Probably.
Honestly, my expectations is that it's going to be one of the worst Marvel movies in the MCU. Probably. And
then Blade might be a pleasant surprise.
Hopefully.
At this point,
we're hoping.
Maybe.
Dude,
Fantastic Four...
We'll get to that.
It's probably going to be on the same level as the Thunderbolts movie. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And Kang Dynasty isn't going to be Kang Dynasty, but we'll get to that. And then Secret Wars. Yeah. Who knows? Who knows if that's even happening right now?
Okay. This is the MCU now, people.
And then Superman Legacy, I have a lot of hope for, because I don't know if you saw the guy who's playing Superman. He's getting jacked right now. Like, he posted on his Instagram.
Who's playing him?
I forgot the dude's name, but I saw James Gunn, like, I follow his account, and he reposted something from his Instagram, and it was like he was jacked. Like, the dude is getting jacked for
David Cornsweat.
Yeah. That dude. And he's getting very jacked for that role.
Nice. All right, cool.
He's working on it.
I'll probably see it.
I'm definitely going to see it. As long as the trailer looks good, which that's really what's going to come down to.
So Deadpool 3, July 26th, 2024. Come on, man.
Whole month. So
we'll be graduated high school by then.
So we saw May 3rd, 2024 was the second, or it was like the third pushed back date. And now, just recently, it got pushed back a whole month almost to July 26th.
What is making them delay it? Do you know what the holdup is?
I don't know. All I know is that I think they wrapped filming recently.
Okay.
I guarantee you it's gonna come down to VFX. So I either think we're gonna get Flash level VFX in this movie, or we're gonna get some actual decent VFX.
Dude, who even knows?
Because remember before the Actors Guild made a deal and stopped striking, and before the Writers Guild stopped striking, the VFX artists unionized, but they never went on strike.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't know if that's still happening or not.
Yeah, and same with
my guess,
the game people too, right?
Yeah. I mean, right now, my guess for striking in terms of VFX artists and stuff like that is probably no, because all the actors and writers just reached an agreement, so things are starting to start back up again.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they can't unionize and still, try and.
Dude, they might if the CGI keeps looking like like this, then because like there's no the people working, like most of the people working on these movies are artists. Okay.
Yeah.
The VFX people, they're artists. And like they're working on it. They can tell this doesn't look good, man.
Yeah.
And like how could you, so I feel like it's if they're pressured for time or if they're not putting in all their effort because of money or something, then I think we might see something like that. Because if you're working under like a big company like this and you're doing all these VFX stuff, this is your work. And I know how frustrating it can be. So honestly, it's up in the air.
We'll see how that turns out.
We'll see. Anyways, moving on. Good news. The news we've all been waiting for. Finally,
dude.
Wow. They have listened. The people have spoken, and they have listened. Marvel has listened.
Finally. So they got the writer of Logan and Blade Runner 2049 is now working on Blade, right?
This
not only that,
this better be sick.
But now it's rated R, which opens up a whole new door of opportunity for especially the Logan, right? Like Logan, it's the Logan writer. So obviously he's going to do some really cool bloody mess scene with Blade probably cutting through a bunch of vampire dudes.
That'd be
just
so good.
Straight up like Katana, and he just starts slicing people's heads off. Or like he's got like a shotgun with silver bullets, and he like point blank to the head.
Nice.
Something crazy like that. But it's rated R. This is probably some of the best news I have heard out of Marvel in a while.
Yep, I agree. This is great news.
Unfortunately, they went from really exciting to not so exciting when some of the Fantastic Four news came out.
We'll get to that. Oh goodness.
But hopefully things are going to start looking better for Blade. And I'm actually hopeful now for Blade.
Dude, I'm cherry picking Marvel so hard right now. like it's clear which movies I am seeing and which ones I am not.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Even at this point. Speaking of movies I'm not going to see.
That was perfect, dude. Oh
so the Madam Web trailer dropped. First, so I'd like to talk about this. What's her name? The character in the middle top picture with the black suit.
Sydney Sweeney.
Are you sure? Are you sure that's not somebody Carpenter Spider?
Or no, that's Julia Carpenter. I'm talking about the actor.
Oh, okay.
About the actor.
Sorry. Yeah. First of all, the costumes look great. The costumes look really sick. Like actually,
costumes look good.
But the trailer like,
ugh.
It did not. Ugh. It looked like how you'd expect. Like the story. I don't think it's.
Watch this movie come out and actually be a good movie.
That
would be crazy.
That would be.
That'd be crazy.
I think it's probably going to be better than the Marvels, which we'll get to. I'll talk about that in a minute.
Yeah, you got to talk about that.
Yeah,
I didn't go see it.
But
yeah, I didn't want to. I didn't want to do that.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I mean, VFX look, from the trailer looks average. Doesn't look that.
Doesn't look crazy. I do like Ezekiel Sims and his whole
Who's
evil Spider-Man looking thing. That's the dude over
Oh.
to the left.
I see.
Honestly, he's not actually Spider-Man either. I don't know why they gave him this evil Spider-Man costume. No idea why they did that, because he's not like a Spider-Man dude.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I guess this may be an alternate version of him where he is an evil Spider-Man, or became an evil Spider-Man.
Maybe.
And then you know what else I find weird? Madam Web isn't Madam Web yet. It's like a Madam Web origin story.
Oh, well,
because she's supposed to be like this old lady at the end of time.
Oh,
who basically, I'm gonna make a Loki reference here. Who basically sits in the chair like Loki and does all that and has this spider web, and she controls the Spider-Verse with those timelines on that spider web. I don't know what they're trying to set up with her in this movie, but she's not Madam Web yet. It's like they're trying to do this origin story, and the thing is they'd have to do it with all the other Spider-Women in this movie. So like they'd have to give they'd have to connect Julia Carpenter's origin and Anya Corazon's origin story to Madam Web, which is weird because they have nothing to do with Madam Web.
Oh, okay. Well, they may make it work. Didn't we see like an Easter egg of Madam Web in No Way Home?
I think there was something like that. All I know is when the Strange opened up those portals, there was like all those characters you saw.
And that's how we like Madam Web is coming or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
It's gonna be an interesting movie.
It will. It will be. I don't know if it's too early for me to make a judgment on if I'm going to see it or not.
Yeah, I don't know. They gotta put a better trailer out. I feel like if they made a better trailer for it, it would.
I may just pop in there. I may just
Yeah.
Isaiah just straight up saying Isaiah's saying what we're all thinking, and he said, "Hot take: Madam Web looks trash."
I don't think that's a hot take, dude. I think everyone's thinking that.
Yeah. I'm trying to be a little optimistic here, okay?
You don't know.
Yeah.
Look, you know what's crazy? You know what I realized? The first Venom movie is becoming a cult classic.
Is it?
Like I've seen people go back and talk about the first Venom movie and say it's not that bad.
Dude, I've been saying it's not that bad.
That's what I've been saying. I thought when I went to go see it for the first time, I thought it was actually decent.
Yeah.
And then people now are just like going back and
they're now realizing their mistake.
Because you know what they do? They're comparing it to the second Venom movie.
Okay.
They're like,
of course.
They're like, compared to Venom 2.
Exactly.
The first one ain't that bad.
Yeah, you didn't have the Venom 2 when you saw it in theaters, dude. Yeah. Wow.
Oh, that's funny.
All right, moving on. So this is crazy that Kang. Okay.
Bye.
How can you? Okay, I'd like to talk about the second thing here. The second thing says Marvel Studios may retitle Kang Dynasty to Eternity Wars. I mean, obviously, if they're gonna abandon his storyline, you can't call it Kang Dynasty.
I don't know why they would do that though. There's been a build-up already.
Two remarks about this. Yeah. So first of all, retitling Kang Dynasty to Eternity Wars is the least of their problems.
Mm-hmm.
If you name it Kang, they're gonna have to rewrite the whole movie. What are you talking about? They're gonna have to retitle Kang Dynasty. What are you talking about? Kang Dynasty doesn't exist anymore. You got to make a whole new movie, dude. Or it's going to be there, or it's going to. Then what is this? Because
here's the thing. I don't think Kang was bad. I think Marvel is the problem because they wrote him in such a way to make him look. Because here's the thing: Jonathan Majors as Kang is great casting. He's a really good Kang. Like, his performance in not only Loki but Quantumania. Say what you will about that movie, but Jonathan Majors is a good Kang, right? It's not him or the acting that's the problem. It's the way they're writing him that's the problem. To make him so, like in Quantumania, the reason why people don't like Kang right now is because dude lost to a bunch of ants, and nobody likes to see one of the most powerful villains in the Marvel universe lose to a bunch of ants.
How did he? What do you mean define lose? Like, what happened?
Oh, did you not see Quantumania?
I didn't see it.
So what happened was at the end when Kang was about to, he got his time chair back or whatever. He was about to break out of the quantum realm, get out into the real world, go back to the multiverse and take over, right? Like that was his whole plan because of what happened with all of his variants and that war between all of his variants. They exiled him to the quantum realm, and they took away his timeshare, they took away his powers and everything. He finally got enough power. He built this whole society of people in the quantum realm, just so that he can get enough power and energy and all this materials and allies, like an army and stuff like that, to basically help him break out and go to He Who Remains or one of his other variants and start enacting revenge by killing him off. That was his whole plan because he was angry at them for exiling him. And what happened was Ant-Man decided he wanted to show up, and then when Ant-Man showed up, he brought all of his ants with him. And basically what happened by the end of the movie, Kang's about to enact his plan, right? Him and Ant-Man and Cassie turn giant people, right? And start stomping on everything and destroying stuff. Just as giants do, you know?
Yeah.
And then Kang's he finally, comes outside for the first time in who knows how long and starts actually putting up a fight on his own because he's got his power and stuff. And he's got his suit, his helmet with the the helmet thing with the blue face. He's got all that. He's killing people. He's he's doing his thing. And then out of nowhere, Ant-Man has this. Scott has this idea. He's like, "Wait a minute!" And then there's this cutscene. All the ants that followed him into the quantum realm, they just amass an army of ants, right? And they go and they attack him. He literally, when I tell you, Kang is standing there shooting stuff at ants. He's standing there, he's shooting stuff at ants, and then they just they literally stampede over him. He gets run over by a bunch of ants. It's a stampede of ants, and he gets run over by a bunch of ants.
Has the writers made any remarks to people's comments on this?
No.
They're just I bet their defense is this is one of...
And then 10 minutes later, he wakes up from getting knocked out by that stampede.
Yeah. And
he goes up into his council chamber, whatever it is, where Scott and Cassie are trying to destroy his timeshare or whatever. And then at the end, when they open up a portal out of the quantum realm, they used his timeshare to get out of the quantum realm and opened up a portal for them to go home and was just going to leave him there with nothing left, basically. What happened is they opened up a portal, they went through, and they basically pushed Kang into this generator that basically sucked them up. And those bombs or stuff when you throw at people, they form this mini black hole and they get sucked into it.
Yeah.
That's basically what it was.
Okay.
So they pushed him into this generator and it formed a mini black hole that he got sucked into. And then that was that.
That was it.
He gets literally run over by a stampede of ants, and then wakes up 10 minutes later only to get pushed in to a black hole generator and die.
That's stupid.
I know. That's why they were going to abandon the Kang storyline. But you got to understand, it's not Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
It's the dumbass writing.
So are they abandoning? Okay, so they're abandoning Kang, or are they abandoning Jonathan Majors?
They're abandoning the Kang storyline because they don't know what to do now, right? So they did Quantumania. He's dead. This version of Kang is dead. And this was supposed to be, I'm assuming this was supposed to be like the Kang. Like this was supposed to be the one. Yeah, this was supposed to be the one where he gets out of it because he was the one who is the most trouble for all the Kang variants. That's why they exiled him to the quantum realm, because he was a conqueror. He even describes himself as a conqueror in the movie. He's called King the Conqueror in the movie.
Yeah.
And his whole plan was he was going to get out of the quantum realm, and that's when he would start killing all of his variants and going to war, starting this, multiversal war. That's what the Kang dynasty was going to be about. And Scott was going to warn the Avengers, and then Loki was going to get involved, probably from the end of the Loki series and tell the Avengers, they were going to all basically be warned about Kang. But that didn't happen because he got ran over by ants and then pushed into a black hole generator. No more Kang. Or at least this version of Kang.
That version of Kang. But that was supposed to be like pinnacle power Kang.
And he was like until all the ants showed up, he was that pinnacle power Kang. He literally built the whole society. He was able to get enough materials over like 30. I don't know how long he's been down there, like 30 some years or something like that. Something crazy. He built a whole society. He became this ruler of the quantum realm.
Yeah.
He was gaining enough power and materials to fix his time chair so that he could get out, start going to war with all of his variants. Like that, he talked about that. Like he talked about what he would do once he got out of the quantum realm in the movie.
Okay.
And he was so angry throughout the whole thing. Like he was mad, right? Like, and then he had that one before he got pushed into the black hole generator. He had this like 2-minute hand-to-hand fight scene with Scott before he died. And he was beating the crap out of Scott. Like he just hand-to-hand, like dude was throwing uppercuts and like Scott went flying. Stuff like that. And then he also had a suit, which, gives him all those powers of like, has like these like cool force powers. He's got this like shield. He can, it's crazy. And he was going crazy. He would have won, like if he either just jumped through the portal that Scott generated to get out of the quantum realm, or just let them go and fixed his time chair to get out, But instead, there just happened to be a black hole generator there, and they pushed him into it, and he literally got electrocuted to death and then sucked into this black hole thing and died. So no more Kang, no more time chair, and that's when people hated it. People hated it because he's Kang.
Hearing that, I understand. However, I think abandoning the whole Kang storyline is a bit over dramatic in my opinion.
No, yeah, it is over dramatic. But they're blaming, I think Marvel is blaming the writers, and also, which the writers, but how much you want to bet higher ups told them how Quantumania is supposed to go instead of letting the writers just write it? Like how much you want to bet they had influence?
First of all, from
the ending,
if you're looking at the bigger picture, that doesn't make sense. Because first of all, that's not how they did it with Thanos. Okay, that's not how they did it, because the Thanos was like sprinkled throughout.
Right? But the difference with Thanos is that the Russo brothers had a plan for him. So that's when they were still working with Marvel, right?
Yeah. So I'm wondering,
they left, everything was under control. And then they left, Kevin Feige started taking over, and now it's just scattered, right? So everything's scattered.
the studio has this. They have this plan, right? You know, Kang Dynasty, Secret War stuff. 5 years from now, it's 2023.
Yeah.
4 years from now.
Yeah.
And if Kang is going to be in Quantumania, somebody's going to have to lose, or they do something like Infinity War maybe, and Kang wins, maybe beats his butt. That'd be a good movie, dude.
Yeah.
Or they could just play it off like, oh, this is one of their variants.
Show at the end of at the end of Quantumania, they did show the Council of Kangs, like Ramatut.
Okay. Yes.
So Iron Centurion, but they didn't do anything. They just they were like, we need to get the council together or something like that.
Okay.
They were like, we need to get to the council together, and then they all met in the stadium. You've probably seen that post-credit scene. They all met in the stadium, and there was just a bunch of Kang variants popping up, like they're all gonna meet or whatever,
I didn't see
and
that,
talk to each other about that.
I didn't see that.
But yeah, a bunch of variants showed up and started like we need to control it. But like, what is there? Kang is dead. Like the main version, this guy, right?
Because that's from our our.
Yeah. He was in the main MCU, so like he was in.
Yeah.
But all of the variants from other timelines, it's like they just start showing up or whatever.
Yeah. Hearing your story, like it makes sense, like that they would just play it off like, oh, this is just one of the variants. Like, what about all the others that are like?
But the thing is we know from Loki, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is why Loki's so important.
Okay.
We know from Loki that I'm not going to talk about season 2. This is strictly like season 1 stuff.
Okay.
A council was created to protect time from rogue variants of King. Like they was created to protect time from rogue variants, Kang variants, right?
Yeah.
And they're all on the same page, right? So it's like they're not really bad guys. They don't have any incentive to go and destroy the multiverse, right? They're there to protect it. That's what He Who Remains is for. That's why he made this agreement, and obviously the Council of Kings, which we know exists from the ending of Quantumania, and he's also mentioned it. But he literally says it's like it's all controlled by him, and it's like if he dies or if something gets disrupted, where like the Council of Kings die, like there's no one left to control it, right?
Right.
Which then obviously Loki proves him wrong at the end of season 2, but we'll get to Loki season 2 in a little bit. That other people can control it, but that still means things change, and like whatever Loki did at the end of season 2 definitely has repercussions.
Yep.
So like things are going to start changing, right? Yep. But when He Who Remains and the Council of Kings were watching over everything was fine.
Yeah.
Well, they started messing with it, right? So it's like there's no reason for any of the other Kangs to be, unless they introduce another Kang variant, just to like maybe then the next variant will be the real Kang. I don't know, but the point is this variant, the one in Quantumania, they were planning on this one to be, because he's in the 616 universe. He is the king of this universe. They were planning on him to be the big bad, right?
Yeah.
And they killed him. And now, there's just a bunch of other Kangs out there. Like, He Who Remains is still dead. Yeah. He Who Remains is still like the ending of Loki season 2. He went back to have a conversation with him, and then he went back to the future. When He Who Remains was still dead, only for him to, we'll talk about that. But there's no reason for any of the other Kangs to be angry or to attack the timeline or to be vengeful.
Exactly.
This was the only Kang who was like that. That's why they exiled him. And now they killed him off.
Yeah. I want to say something, and then we got to move on. I feel like Kang is obviously a big player in Loki season 2 and season 1. Kang is the guy. He's the guy, man. And so I think it takes a lot of the importance out of Loki season 2. It takes a lot of the drive out of it, because I felt like watching that, I knew like this is the beginning, dude. This is like the start of something really a lot bigger. Of course, the ending of Loki season 2, like that, I think that still applies, but still, like hearing Jonathan Majors is like, I got a whole army. It's all coming. You better watch out. And I'm like, oh shoot, dude.
And he was talking about, that's the thing in the movie, he was talking about it. Like he had plans, right? He was like, I'm going to war with these guys. I'm gonna take over. I'm gonna rewrite. You know, he's vengeful. But this is the only version of him that was like that.
So like rewatching that or going back to that, like it just makes his character feel empty, knowing that there's no future. Like there's nothing going on with him. It's like it's like the who even was the villain in okay, there's this lady that was the villain in Miss Marvel. Just it's pointless. It's just like this random villain. And so that's it. So
and we'll get to Loki season 2 in a little bit.
Yeah, we will. Okay,
my god,
what the heck?
So Marvel went from good to worse after Blade.
I didn't know if I was like being out of pocket for like being mad at this casting or not.
Oh no, everyone is.
Okay, good.
Everyone thinks people like Pedro, like people express like how much they like Pedro Pascal.
Yeah, of course.
Right? But they said as Reed Richards, Marvel's on something.
Okay, good. Because I know like
people are saying everyone get John Krasinski back.
Yeah.
Just get him back.
Yeah. I got 2 movies to watch. I gotta watch Doctor Strange 2 and I gotta watch Quantumania just to be able to see it. Just to see it.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't even gotta watch Quantumania now, dude.
You don't really have to.
I don't even got it. What am I talking about?
I mean, you'll definitely enjoy because my whole consensus with Quantumania is that I enjoyed Jonathan Majors' performance as Kang. I thought that was the highlight of the movie.
Okay. Cool.
But then they completely fumbled it in the third act when they killed him by having him stampeded with a bunch of ants and then pushed into the black hole.
Yeah, that's a bit anticlimactic, but
yeah.
This
is look at that picture. Look at this fan art.
Exactly. Exactly. It doesn't
fit.
No.
They had a bunch. You know how many other people they had in line to play Reed Richards too? They had like people like Adam Driver. They were actually considering getting John Krasinski back.
Yeah.
Because of the good reception he had in Quantum or Doctor Strange 2. And literally any other person probably would have been better than Pedro Pascal, which by the way, he's old now. Like he's getting older, and this movie isn't going to be made for another couple of years. So yeah, and having an older Reed Richards just doesn't fit. I feel like you got to have a younger guy for this being the first MCU Fantastic Four movie. You got to have a guy who can commit to the role, who's able to keep going with the role for a long period of time. If you're just introducing Fantastic Four, not an almost 50-year-old Pedro Pascal who might have like a 2-movie contract and then leaves. You know, it's something you gotta think about in the long, especially for Secret Wars. If Pedro Pascal is Reed Richards and he comes back in Secret Wars, he's gonna be like, how old is he gonna be by then? Like mid 50s?
Well, he's gonna be like 53.
Early 50s?
53.
Yeah. Dude's like, he's getting up there in age, and it's like nobody wants to see an old Reed Richards in the MCU, especially if they're just making the Fantastic Four 53.
He's not that old. First of all, Reed Richards has gray hair. Okay, kinda. He's got some gray hair. He's not like
look.
What?
Well, all I'm saying is that like Robert Downey Jr. when he got done playing, got done playing Iron Man. And is like true. What, mid 50? I don't know how old he is, but he's. When did he get done playing Iron Man? How old was he when Endgame
Well,
came
he
out?
is 58 now, and Endgame came out, what, 2019?
So yeah, like mid-50s, early 50s. So he got done playing Iron Man at that age. And they're getting a guy in who's going to be the same age by the time the first Fantastic Four movie comes out to play a character who should be in the
this is a big
MCU
deal.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Right?
They should get the guy back from the original Fantastic Four, dude.
Honestly, I'd be fine with that. That
Yeah.
dude was funny, and he was
pretty good, dude. That movie is like so early 2000s, like
yeah.
like friggin' Chris Evans, like with the buzz cut. Yo, what's up, Toddy?
You know what they're thinking about, actually? You know what I did hear? They're thinking about in Secret Wars having Chris Evans play both Human Torch and Captain America and have them meet each other.
That would be awesome.
That would be a funny scene.
Dude, they got it. Come on. This is like the stuff that Marvel's gonna do. Like,
yeah.
Just literally just like, you know.
I am happy though that they're getting
directors right now.
I am happy right now that they're getting Tobey Maguire as one of the lead roles in Secret Wars. I'm still very, very happy about that.
And they're definitely doing the black suit, right? I think that's what Madam Web's leading up to. I think that's going to come up to Secret Wars.
I think if we do get like Andrew and Toby back in Secret Wars, I don't think they're going to get the black suit. I think Tom's going to get the black suit in Secret Wars. Cuz
obviously.
It would be fun to see the symbiote jump to each one. Like maybe attach to Toby first and then jump to Andrew and then stay with Tom and just have him with the black suit the entire time.
And then Dave Matthews says, Todd, you a bum kid, get back to drawing. Bro, hey, respect your elders, okay? Jeez. Come on.
But yeah, I don't...
Have some courage. This is Todd McFarlane you're talking to right here.
This casting is a little bit whack.
This is terrible. And we're going to get to this later, but there's another... I don't even know... Whatever. Okay.
Uh-oh.
The Marvels. So, I went to see the Marvels with my little sister for her birthday. She wanted to see it. You know, I had low expectations. It still wasn't good. It wasn't good, but it wasn't like... the perfect way I would sum it up is like, it's just that type of movie that you would go to the movie theater to see with your little sister. Okay. It's not it's not anything like they're gonna like it. You're gonna like seeing it with them. The CGI,
because I heard like there were some choppy scenes that just weren't good.
I mean, it wasn't spectacular. I would have noticed that. But it's on par with what Marvel's been putting out recently.
Okay. I
can tell you that. All David says he loves the Marvels. Okay.
You can love the Marvels. That's okay. That's not a bad thing. I'm just saying the movies that they're the movies that they've appeared in aren't.
So Iman Vellani, she was great. She was like, I think she was the best part of the movie. Honestly,
okay.
She was really good, and it's her first appearance on the silver screen. At least in a Marvel movie. I don't know what she's done before, but first MCU movie, which is a pretty big deal. She was awesome. I actually really like her. And so she made she has a few quotes that I'll read. And she says, I don't want to focus on something that's not even in my control, because what's the point? That's for Bob Iger.
That's for Bob Iger.
She's talking about the bad reviews for the Marvels.
That's for Bob Iger. She's taking shots.
I mean, she's right though. She's right though.
She's right.
She's right.
She's completely right about that.
She said that she is happy with the finished product and that the people she cares about enjoyed the film, adding that she is just so happy that she can share with people. The box office has nothing to do with me. I'm happy with the finished product and that the people I care about enjoyed the film. It's genuinely a good time watching this movie. That's all we can ask for with these films. It has superheroes. It takes place in space. It's not that deep, and it's about a teamwork and sisterhood. It's a fun movie, and I'm just so happy that I can share it with people. That's the perfect point of view to have on the Marvels. Like, people like not all Marvel movies are gonna be bangers. I'm not defending this movie saying it's like Endgame. It wasn't good, but it was fun. Okay. I would like to talk about a few scenes in particular though. Okay. starting off. So they went to okay, yeah. They had to go to, first of all, the villain sucked. I watched this video that Moist Critical did on YouTube about the Marvels. He pretty much summed it up perfectly. Villain was like this lady. She had this like hammer. It looked like she had the
off-brand Ronin. That's what I was
gender
thinking
swap
of when
Ronin.
I first saw her. Yeah.
That
like
was
a lamer version.
Yeah. Really forgettable. I forgot even who the villain was earlier in the stream. Anyways, there's this one scene where they had to go to this planet and they went there. Everyone started singing to them. They were like, why are people singing to us? And Captain Marvel is like, oh yeah, that's their language. They can only speak in song, right? And they're like, okay, whatever.
That's such a Disney thing.
And then everyone started like praising Captain Marvel, and Captain Marvel was like, "Oh yeah, it's like I'm a princess here. Basically." That's what she said, and that
God. It's like typical Disney.
She just played it off. Played it off like something happened, and it's no big deal. But I'm a princess here, and she gets into this like ballroom, all three of them, and she meets the prince, and there's a full-on like Captain Marvel. She magically puts on this dress, and then she starts dancing around and singing with the prince, and it's this whole song. And after they're done, the prince starts talking normally. And Captain Marvel's like, oh yeah, he's bilingual. So
that's such a Disney thing.
Yeah.
That's such a Disney thing to put in the movie.
It was really
just such a
my goodness. It's like this is the only movie that you can do that in, the Marvels. Like, come on, dude. Yeah,
that's funny.
That was really
crazy.
Funny.
You know what's crazy when you start talking about how they thought she was like a princess on that planet or whatever, and then she started dancing. It's weird because Invincible season 2 is doing a similar thing right now, just a lot better.
Oh, really?
Where Omni-Man, this isn't really a huge spoiler, but Omni-Man left Earth after season 1. I'm not gonna say why.
Okay.
It's just that he left, and he got to this planet, and before he got to the planet, he was gonna kill himself in this black hole because he was feeling sad. He was just going to kill himself in a black hole.
Okay.
But then he saw this ship that was about to crash into the black hole. He saved the ship and went back to their home planet. And they thought he was like, they asked him to be their emperor because he saved a bunch of people. So he became the emperor. He had a kid with this random woman. And he got Mark, his son, Invincible. He got him to come to the planet. Like he just kind of lured him out there without his son knowing that it was him.
Mm-hmm.
He met up with his son and he revealed that he has a brother, some random woman on this planet, and that he's the emperor. And Mark, the entire time, he's just so confused.
Really?
He's like, you leave for all this time. All this time. You have another wife. And you have another kid. It's fun. It's so funny. It's so funny. But Invincible did it better.
Very
similar.
Yeah. In the Marvels, basically, she actually is a princess, and she actually like married this guy on another planet. And they kind of like, it's not like they made it so literal that like this actually happened. Like, okay, it happened, but like Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Monica Rambeau were just like off to the sidelines, just like watching them. They're like, what is going on right now? You know, it's like still that won't even save the movie from what this out of pocket scene. Anyways,
it's just Disney. So it's
anyways,
Disney.
yeah. So that was funny. That was like that was one of the highlights for the movie for me because it was just like so weird. I'm like
random and just fun.
The whole concept of the movie is that when Miss Marvel, Monica Rambeau, and Captain Marvel, when they use their powers at the same time, they swap places, right? So they
can you answer if that was ever explained why that happens?
Nope. No, it just happens. And
so that's just weird. Like, why introduce that concept if you're not going to explain?
They didn't know. Well,
because then the audience is confused the entire time. Like, why is it even happening in the first place?
It was like some sort of cosmic thing, right? So it had something to do with the person they're battling or something like that. Oh, you know what? I think it was because well, the main thing was that there was like a tear in space, right? At the beginning, and they had to fix it. Wait, I don't even know.
Yeah, it's just
it was just a lot of space stuff. As a movie, it wasn't good, but Captain Marvel, Aman Vellani, it was good. Okay. The two end scenes.
Oh yeah.
First of all,
I didn't see the second one. I saw the
first one. Miss Marvel visited Kate Bishop.
Oh.
And she's like Nick Fury style. She walks into.
We're getting West Coast Avengers now.
She's like, what? I'm putting together a team.
Oh my god, we're getting West Coast Avengers. What?
Well,
no, the new Avengers. New Avengers.
Yeah, young Avengers. Yeah,
not West Coast Avengers.
So
why?
Supposedly, it's so far as her, Kate Bishop, and maybe shoot, I was thinking of her earlier.
Would it watch Secret Wars and not have any original Avengers members and just be all young Avengers?
Don't even.
Watch there be no original. Oh,
I want to go back. Was it something here? There was a girl. Someone else. I read the article. From this quote, and they were talking about someone else maybe is speculated to be on the team. Some other young girl.
It's probably Kate Bishop.
Cassie Lang. Yes, that's her. Because we're talking about Quantumania. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably
Kate Bishop, Cassie Lang, and Miss Marvel are all going to be young Avengers.
Yeah. The movie wasn't that good. There was this whole montage where they were practicing their switching abilities on the spaceship while the song Intergalactic by Beastie Boys played. So
interesting.
Yeah. And then the final end credit scene, my little sister, she doesn't follow the MCU that much. She doesn't even know who Beast is. I tried to explain it to her like in the parking lot. I was like, that is Beast from the X-Men, and this is she didn't really care. But in the end credit scene, Beast with Monica Rambeau, because Monica Rambeau
that is the only part of the movie I care about now is end credit scenes to Marvel movies.
Also, the most cliche at the end, Monica Rambeau, she had to go out to space to fix the tear, right?
Yeah.
She had to with her powers, close it up, and Captain Marvel was like, "Wait, you're gonna get trapped over there." Right you got to come over, and so Captain Marvel was flying over, and Monica Rambeau's closing up, and then nope, and she's done, and she's like, "No, I gotta stay over. I gotta stay over. Leave me behind."
So what is she trapped in another universe now?
That's where Beast comes in. Apparently, because
maybe it's the Sonyverse. She got trapped in the Sonyverse.
Well,
It was a tear into the Sonyverse. That's how it all connects.
The end credit scene, she was in the hospital bed, and her mom, but in the alternate universe, she's not her mom, right? So she's like confused, and Beast is there, and I'm like, oh, it's about to go down.
She probably got trapped in the Sonyverse.
Probably.
That's how it's all going to connect, dude.
Remember
they're saying the Sonyverse is now canon to Marvel, so it's like now they're going to start introducing X-Men, they're going to connect Venom and everything. They're going to do all that. So
the end credit scene was pretty sick. Overall, I mean, Aman Vellani, accurately depicts it like
I hated the Miss Marvel TV show, by the way.
Well,
she's a good actor. I'll give her that. The show was terrible because it took 6 episodes just to get an X-Men reference at the very end. Because they did give an X-Men reference at the very end. Because there's this whole scene where she's standing with her friend and he goes, "So I found something in your DNA, and it looks kind of like a mutation." And then the X-Men 97 theme plays, like the little riff. So just 6 episodes of nothing to build up to an X-Men reference. That's what I viewed the Marvels as. I'm sorry if people like that show, but I watched the first 2 episodes, lost interest, watched the last episode, and all it did was build up to an X-Men reference. I didn't even have to get what was going on. You know what?
Why don't you give us a Doc McStuffins review while you're at it? Okay. What? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, but she I don't deny that she's not a good actor. She probably is a good actor.
Yeah, she's got some
bad writing.
She's pretty good.
It's just bad writing. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
What do we got next? Actually, wait. What is your out of 10? What is your
out of 10? I will give it a 4.
Yeah. Seems about right.
There were some redeemable parts, like Aman Vellani's performance.
Yeah.
The jokes were like the jokes in Captain Marvel. So that's not redeemable. I don't know why I brought that up, but that wasn't good. But it was fun. I saw it with my little sister. She liked it. She thought she really liked it. She turned 10 years old. Okay.
Yeah.
She liked the movie. Okay. I did not like the movie. I gave it a 4 out of 10. That's my consensus. Because I'm not a 10-year-old girl. That's why.
You heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm not a 10-year-old girl. Quote me on that. Okay. I said it here. All right. Next up. So you saw this. This is pretty crazy. Woo!
W to Rob Liefeld.
$132,000.
Selling his original print of the most horrendous artwork of Captain America.
Wow.
For $132,000. Good chuck and change right there.
That is. He sold that himself? Did he have that, or who sold that?
I don't think he sold it, but I mean it's his art.
Who got the money?
I think it was probably a private collector.
Okay. That makes sense.
Which I don't know why you would pay $133,000 for that piece of art, but you never know. There's always those 2 fans that Liefeld's got that always would do something like that.
Yeah.
It's weird because Liefeld's not a bad artist now. Now he actually puts out some. He's a better artist now than Frank Miller is. Because right now, back in the day, no. Right now,
are you sure?
Look, dude, all I'm saying is the recent variant covers that Frank Miller's put out compared to the recent variant covers that Liefeld's put out.
I don't know.
That's all I'm saying.
I don't know about that.
The Daredevil one he put out was horrendous. The Wolverine one has to be the worst one we've seen. The Blade one's horrendous. All of Frank Miller's recent Marvel variant covers are horrible. Right?
There is a cover done by Rob Liefeld that came out. I don't know when it could recently, maybe with
Rob Liefeld's recent variant covers that I've seen have been better than Frank Miller's variant covers.
Okay. Rob Liefeld, his artwork right now looks like so average comic book stuff. I would at least like to. Okay, Frank Miller's art has declined. I would like to say that his art right now is not that great, but he's at least doing something that I haven't seen before. And it's something different. It's something different.
You can't use that excuse.
I am.
Dude,
I am.
No, literally last week we looked at the Wolverine variant cover and we put it on top of that first Wolverine
that was
cover
terrible.
we did.
That was terrible.
That was horrendous, dude. Imagine if that was the variant cover for that book and it looks like that. We didn't, compared to what we actually got, it's not that much better.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Rob
Liefeld back in the 90s wasn't great. It was very 90s looking.
Very 90s.
The proportions and
everything his artwork off. Now just it looks like a polished turd.
But it is but Frank Miller's was great back then, right? It was great. Right? Move forward, right? Liefeld decided he wanted to, start making better, decent covers.
Okay.
And then Frank Miller has rapidly declined in terms of variant covers.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll give him this. His DC covers are good. His recent DC variants, because he did a variant for Batman Gargoyle of Gotham that I was actually probably going to get. I was going to pick it up. That one was great, right? But whatever happened at Marvel, I don't know what he did there, because he did he did this set of cover that included the Wolverine cover that we got. He did a Daredevil one, he did a Blade one, and he did a Ghost Rider one, and then he did the Wolverine one. And the Daredevil one was supposed to be for the newest Daredevil series. Issue number 1 was going to be a variant for that. I was going to get it because I was like, okay, Frank Miller. I didn't see what it looked like. I just knew there was going to be a Daredevil variant cover for the new Daredevil series by Frank Miller. And when I saw it in store, I was like, not going with that variant.
Dang.
And then I went over to the Wolverine one, and I'm like, I looked at it for a solid 2 seconds, and I thought, oh my God, how old is this guy? It's like, when you look at, when you look at drawings of like the experiments people did where it was like a guy diagnosed with schizophrenia and his drawings of like something over the course of like 10 years or something.
Yeah.
That's what Frank Miller is doing.
The thing is
now.
that
it's just declining.
He's only 66 years old. I just Googled
it. He's got something that's messing with his art.
He's only like, how old is? He's only okay.
Because here's the thing, Rob Liefeld's art now, you said it looked very like average and whatnot. His art looks exactly the same from what it does in the 90s. I'm not gonna lie. But it hasn't gotten worse.
Style. It's the same style.
Same style. It's very 90s, same style, but it hasn't gotten worse. It just looks like the same old Liefeld stuff.
I'm gonna pull this up.
The difference between that's why I say, as of right now, I think Liefeld is doing better work than Miller is in terms of variant covers and their artwork.
Okay, first of all, I have this cover for some reason. I'm going to show this to you. Oh shit! Hold on.
Because if you remember back in the night, okay, so look at this book right here.
Okay,
the art right here.
Yeah.
Right, you got this, which is obviously horrendous, right? Sure. There was another cover. There was another Captain America cover, with him like running at I think it was him like running at the cover, but it was like all these floating heads, right? Oh, okay. And you would think it would look like a Neil Adams cover that he did, where it was like all the heads of people around him, and it looked cool because it was in the background. But the heads were so small, and they were kind of and then there was a random arm that was just off to the side of the cover. Okay. You got to look that one up. Yeah, you'll know what I'm talking about when you see it. but like that kind of stuff wasn't right.
Yeah.
As of recently, I haven't seen any kinds of covers that Liefeld has done that are like that. It's the same art style, but it's like it's better.
This one isn't too bad. This Defenders cover.
It's just the same old Liefeld art.
Yeah.
You know, it's the same old 90s.
I can tell his characters have always looked very rigid, kind of bulky, not much movement. But
and then go to the Frank Miller Daredevil cover. See if you can find that.
Daredevil cover.
Because I'm not gonna lie, I think all of his recent like stuff, like it's talk about rigid and bulky. Like look at that Daredevil cover.
Yeah, I got you. Honestly, I prefer the Frank Miller. I prefer the Frank Miller.
I prefer the Frank Miller. No, actually, I wouldn't. I prefer the Liefeld art. What? I just think, because look, okay, actually, you know what? Here's a perfect example. Let's do this. Let's do this. While we're here, while we're on the subject, this is what we're gonna do.
Here he goes again. Here he goes. See, you get him talking about Frank Miller. He'll never stop.
Here I go again. Yep. Frank Miller's first cover on Daredevil, right here.
Okay.
Look at how good Daredevil looks.
Well, that's so average, though. You know, it looks good, but it's like all the artists.
You're telling me pull up that other Daredevil cover.
Okay.
Pull up. You're telling me that is better than this.
I never said that. They're both Frank Miller.
But do you see what I mean by his art is like declining? Like, do you see how much like and like, and by the way, not only that, let me also mention that all of the all the recent covers he did, they're all hunched over and like curled up in a fetal position.
Yeah. I mean, okay.
There's no reason for it.
I think...
Like, I saw that cover, and I decided not to get it, because I just didn't like it.
Okay. You're allowed to have that opinion. However...
Don't do that, dude.
However... Okay, this is art. We're talking about art here, okay? Everyone...
How about this? Look up a recent Liefeld Deadpool cover. Look up a recent Liefeld Deadpool variant cover from.
Let's see here. Well, I did pull up this one with Silver Surfer, which I thought of, so I'll pull that up. Hold on.
Okay, now look at this cover, right?
I do not like this cover.
I would rather have this cover than the Frank Miller Daredevil cover.
Okay. I would not. I'd rather have the opposite. I'd rather have the opposite.
That's such a better cover, though.
This is so average, though. This is so average. Not.
That's such a better cover. It's Deadpool riding on Silver Surfer's board. That's a pretty cool cover, and it actually looks good. And there's a pretty decent amount of color to it, right? Compared to
there's something. Okay.
If you go back to Frank Miller's Daredevil cover,
I don't know
that cover. Why. It's literally it looks like a sketch cover because it has a black background, right?
Which I like that. I like that about it.
It looks like he did it in maybe 2 minutes.
Okay, first of all,
and by the way, his Billy Club for whatever reason is silver, which is not how it's supposed to be.
Okay.
And he only has 1 instead of 2, which is like really annoying for me. I would rather have that Liefeld Deadpool Silver Surfer cover than this cover right here.
Oh, brother.
And I wanted to get this cover until I saw it.
Cool, bro. Which cover are you talking about?
I would
Which
rather
side
have that cover right there. I would rather have the Liefeld Silver Surfer cover than the Daredevil cover.
Allow me to interject. So you showed Frank Miller's first Daredevil cover, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Cobra says the Silver Surfer cover is mid.
That's not true.
Shut up for 1 minute. So a lot of artists start out like that, where they have they start drawing like the industry standard. Like I've seen that. So my dad collects Bill Sienkiewicz. He has some of his first covers, some of his first artworks, and it looks like average. It looks like anyone could have drawn this in this era, right? And obviously Liefeld hasn't changed because he still draws bad covers.
That is not true. That's not true, though. His covers have gotten better, and I am still standing by this when I say his most recent covers are better than Frank Miller's most recent covers. When it comes to Marvel.
Okay, hold on for a second. Rob Liefeld ruled the 90s comics, dude. He ruled covers. Now he makes covers that looks like it looks like his style. I'm not trying to knock
okay, wait,
Rob
look
Liefeld.
at this.
I'm actually gonna mute you if you interrupt me one more time, dude. I swear to God.
Look at this.
What?
Look at the head.
I've seen that. I think I used to have that.
Rob Liefeld cover.
Yeah.
Look at this dude.
Yeah, but I'm telling people love that. People love that stuff, dude. Like teenagers, that was it, dude.
It's so bad.
Okay, it's bad. Okay. But Frank Miller, I think this cover is a lot cooler than these two covers. This looks like anyone could have drawn this in 2023 for a comic book cover. Honestly.
Okay, wait.
And the point I was trying to make.
Now look at this. This is a recent
Hulk
variant with Deadpool and Hulk on it. That looks so much better.
That looks pretty good.
Than any 90s cover he's done.
The point I'm trying to make is that the artists, they find their calling. They find their style. Bill Sienkiewicz has found his style. Frank Miller.
I haven't even talked about this. This is the Secret Wars homage with Deadpool on it. That cover went crazy. People bought that up, and it's an expensive book now.
Okay, first of all, that's an homage. Okay, that would not be a good cover.
Still Liefeld. What if this was drawn by Liefeld in the 90s, Deadpool's chest would be going off the screen right now.
It would look almost exactly the same. It would look. No,
it wouldn't. It absolutely would.
Artists,
let me get another cover here. Hang on.
Always are evolving, and their new stuff, whether you like it or not, is their newest artwork, and it's their. Oh my God.
Average Liefeld 90s cover.
Yeah.
Average Liefeld 90s cover. Average Liefeld modern cover. Dude. That's so much better.
Okay. That's
so much better.
Okay.
Look at this Venom variant. Look at the.
Wait, let me see that,
dude. Look at that.
Okay, that's pretty sick. I can't lie.
Look how much better.
It's better. It's good, but it's not. There are better artists out there right now, like Frank Miller.
No, yeah, I agree with you on that. No, not Frank Miller.
Yeah.
As of right now, Frank Miller, with all of his Marvel variants, are absolute shit. I can say that with confidence.
The Wolverine one was scary. That was scary.
Now I will do this. I'll give him some credit. Okay, look. I will give him some credit because I did want this cover. I don't know why it's not pulling up. Dude, this is actually making me mad. Hang on.
I think Frank Miller. Okay, first of all, the Frank Miller Daredevil cover that you bought. Okay, let's see this.
Look at that.
That's Rob Liefeld? Wait, oh, that's,
no,
Frank Miller. Oh, yeah, that's sick. That's sick.
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'll give him credit when it comes to his Batman stuff because he's always been good at his Batman stuff.
Yeah.
But when it comes to his Marvel covers...
Okay. Yeah. In conclusion, artists...
Wait.
What?
No, wait.
Okay, what?
Look at this. Okay, I'm about to show you maybe the second most horrendous Frank Miller Marvel cover I've seen.
Is this Hulk?
It's the Thing. It's on a Fantastic Four variant.
Okay, let's see it.
This came out last year.
Okay.
Probably a reason why I haven't heard anything about this cover.
Okay.
That's horrible. Look at his face.
Yeah. Okay.
Look at it. And he's in that same. He's in the same hunched over position.
Yeah, he's Yeah. Okay.
I didn't like the Blade one. There was also a Loki one that came out that was just his head. For whatever reason. And
that's pretty cool.
They're all just black backgrounds. They're just straight up.
I like that.
With not just a black background is this monstrosity right here.
Okay. Well, okay. That's a little scary. little hard to look at, honestly. But
I can't. And you're telling me Frank Miller is better now when he went from this cover right here.
I did not say that.
It's an amazing piece of work.
Okay. I
did
not say that.
To the other Wolverine monstrosity.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what I said. I do not think that. I do. I think that his art has peaked. He's passed. Okay.
Mom.
Okay.
Look at that.
What I'm saying is that his art is evolving just like any other artist. And you're welcome to have your
dude went from this, right?
Dude.
To what the hell?
I'm not going to talk if you don't listen to me. Dude, you're not listening to me at all right now.
I'm not, because you're wrong. Look, he went from this to whatever's on screen right now. This is it's a disgrace is what it is.
I did not say that Frank Miller's art now
Silver Surfer cover he did. The Thing's hand in the background.
Wait, is that Frank Miller?
Yeah,
that's pretty
Silver
sick.
Surfer.
That's good.
It's not that great.
It's not bad.
Compared to that Liefeld Silver Surfer cover, that one beats this one by a long shot.
Are you ready to move on now?
Dude,
I'm done talking about this, dude.
I've proved my point.
I don't argue. I don't argue with idiots. I'm sorry.
I've proved my point.
No, you have. Your point that Rob Liefeld art now is better than
modern Liefeld is better than modern Miller. That's all I'm saying.
That is not true. That's all I'm saying. But that's the beauty of art, and
when it comes to back in the day, Miller was better than Liefeld all the way.
Okay. I think they're still both evolving. I think they've still both got more art to do, and
I think Liefeld stopped evolving and Frank Miller evolved just backwards.
Well, you can evolve, but
he de-evolved. Frank Miller de-evolved, and Liefeld stopped evolving.
I think it's a next step in his art. I think. I don't think I'm not saying it's better. It's not better.
What just popped up on my feed?
Joy isn't. Dude, I got a secret crush on her actually. So that I'd actually like.
She's a good actor, but
I'd like to see that. Yeah, we're gonna. Well, our next thing that we have to talk about is Silver Surfer going to be a woman.
There you go. There's the second headline right there for y'all. And nice. Taylor Joy is in the runnings for that. I don't know. I don't like that.
I mean,
here's the thing. I don't
care. Let me. Okay, I feel like I should be allowed at least one simp moment in the stream.
No,
if it's Anya Taylor-Joy, I mean, come on. I mean,
yeah, obviously you like that, it. But I think I speak for the rest. I think I speak for the rest of the of Marvel fans here, especially of the comics, when I say they don't want to see a woman Fantastic Four in the very first Fantastic Four movie.
You mean
the MCU?
Woman Silver Surfer, but yeah, I get what you're talking.
No,
yeah, they should they just need to do it right, and we just need to see a solid Fantastic Four movie. But Anya Taylor-Joy, I mean, I can't complain against that. So,
trying to make me angry now.
You already made me angry, dude. What do you know?
You're not right about anything you said in terms of the covers we just talked about.
They're all opinions. Wrong. You can't be right within an opinion, dude. It's
opinion. I believe there are right opinions and there are wrong opinions. And my friend, you have a wrong opinion. And I'm telling you that with confidence.
Okay.
Just saying. Just throwing it out.
How are we going to make it to stream 100, dude?
We'll make it. We'll get by.
Yeah, we'll make it, dude. We're gonna be like those two Muppets, two old guys.
The hecklers. The hecklers from the Muppets.
Up in the rafters, just like.
They got that laugh.
Yeah. Oh, brother. Okay. Yeah. So that's.
Okay. So interesting.
Yeah.
Is that it, or do we got more?
I'll read the caption here. It says, according to insider Jeff Snyder, Marvel will reportedly change Silver Surfer to be a woman in the Fantastic Four reboot. This aligns with previous reports that the studio decided to gender swap one of Galactus Heralds.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so that's going to be...
Okay. Who is that?
That's going to be one of the Novas.
Okay.
I already knew
no
about
one
that.
Cares.
And
no one
cares.
No one cares.
I don't care about that. But when it comes to Silver Surfer, I think he should at least...
That's a classic character. I mean,
yeah,
it could be good. It could be good. It's the thing is, like, I was excited to see, the classic Silver Surfer on screen. It's just different. It's just different. So that's why, like, for me,
yeah,
it's just gotta change my expectations. Not to, like, if it's going to be good or bad or not, but I just would have liked to see modern Silver Surfer, male Silver Surfer. But nothing wrong with Anya Taylor-Joy. I mean,
dude, that's all you, man.
Come on,
I can't.
Cool, bro. Come on. You know what I'm talking about. Come on, Queen's Gambit. Come on. Okay, that's it for news. We don't have anything else.
You know what's crazy?
What?
We still have to talk about Loki, dude.
Yeah. You ready? You want to talk about it?
Let's talk about Loki, dude.
Okay.
Loki talk, everyone.
Yeah. Hey! Yeah.
I'm not disagreeing with the fact that she's bad. I'm just saying, a Silver Surfer, I don't think so. Not my Silver Surfer.
Yeah. I haven't even thought about who I would cast as a woman Silver Surfer before. So I've never had this, like, confliction, like,
I don't think it's supposed to be conflicting, dude. I think you're reading too far into it.
Well, who would you cast as the woman Silver Surfer?
I wouldn't cast a woman. That's for
Well,
sure.
obviously, a woman's going to be cast as Silver Surfer, so you're gonna have to think about this.
No,
Who?
dude,
If
I
it's
refuse
not
to
Anya
believe
Taylor
that.
Joy. You said not my Silver Surfer. And I quote.
Just
And I quote.
pay Margot
"Not my
Robbie
Dude,
like
that's the most
$20
basic.
million.
That's the most basic choice you could have made
I think she's better than Anya Taylor-Joy, though. I'm just saying.
for Silver Surfer. Anya
Not for
Taylor Joy,
Silver
she's like
Surfer.
slender. She's like sleek, you know, and she's
That's
tall.
fine.
Isn't she tall? Anya
I think she is actually.
Joy. Oh, she's 5'8". Okay. She just looks like she's just skinny. She's just skinny. So that's...
You know, it's gonna be funny. She's gonna be standing next to Reed Richards, and his neck is just gonna be like really tall.
Yeah, yeah.
How tall is Pedro Pascal?
Pedro Pascal height. He's probably not that tall either, actually. Pedro Pascal height. He's 5'11", actually. Okay, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, Loki season 2. Yeah. Spoilers. Loki season 2. We've been talking about this show like throughout the
8.5 out of 10.
Whoa.
For Loki season 2.
Whoa.
Forget what I said about Moon Knight being my favorite Marvel TV show. In terms of the MCU, Daredevil's on a whole other level.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
that's like
Okay.
In terms of MCU TV shows, Loki season 2 I think takes the cake. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay. I am giving it.
I think that's the best writing I've seen in the MCU since Infinity War.
I'll give it an 8. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I would like to say my favorite part of the show is the camera work.
Oh, yeah, for
work
sure.
Was awesome. I haven't seen anything
crazy.
like that in the MCU. Like, it was really
cool, bro. Let's not do this right now, dude. Let's not do it. You know what I'm gonna say. Let's not do this right now, dude.
Oh, brother. Yeah. Yeah. Camera work was great.
It was actually I was legitimately surprised how well this season turned out. Because I didn't think Loki season 2 was gonna do anything like interesting.
That's crazy.
You know, it's crazy. The episode where I don't know what episode or how far it was in to season 2.
Yeah.
But the episode where Loki figured out how to turn back time, like go back.
Yeah.
And like it ended on the cliffhanger of him like going back to before the timeline.
Yeah.
That's where I got locked in. Because now I'm realizing because when that episode hit, I started thinking like he could fail over and over. He could still just go back, and that's exactly what they did. They literally there was that whole cutscene of like what did it say, like two generations later, or something, or like 200 years later. Or,
yeah, because he learned everything. Like, yeah,
he tried doing it. He failed so many times. Like, he kept on doing it.
Wasn't that because he asked when
he first started to get the hold of his time travel or his time warping, that's what it was called, I think. When he first started to get the hang of it, he had to come up with this strategy to because he thought if he went faster, like from that same point where they were in the room and Victor Timely was going out in the sea. He thought if they went faster from that point, they would be able to, but he kept failing over and over and over again. So he kept going farther and farther back until, remember that scene, they were back in Obi's lab place and they were explaining how the
yeah.
So he kept going farther and farther back to go faster and faster from a point that's farther back, so that he would end up making it in time fast enough. So it was this thing he had to develop over the course of so many times he did it. Like, what was the perfect point to go back to start explaining things faster to get it to be a successful run?
I remember that, but the thing about like it being 200 years later, wasn't that when he had to learn everything about like engineering from Obi, right? Because he was like, he was like, how long will it take me to learn everything that you know about mechanics or whatever? And he was like years, centuries even. And then it was like 2 centuries
that's
later or
when
whatever.
he learned it all, and then he went,
which is
back and
that's
did
pretty
it faster
crazy.
and explained everything.
It got confusing for me. I'm going to be honest. It lost me a few times.
I think the best scene was or one of my favorite scenes. I don't think it's the best scene, but one of my favorite scenes is when he's going back to convince Sylvie to help him, or not when he went back, when he found those alternate versions of everybody who didn't know who they were.
Yeah.
Right. When he went to Sylvie, she remembered everything, obviously. And then he was talking about, or Sylvie asked him, like, what is your end goal or something like that? And she kept like pressing him about it. And he was like, to save my friends. And he started getting really emotional. I thought that was a really well acted scene. I thought the camera movements were really good. And then at the very end, when Loki left and you could see Sylvie going to the record shop, and then things start like the stringy disintegration of the timeline. And then her realizing that she needs to help Loki out.
Yeah.
Because there's no saving her timeline that she wanted to stay in. So that was a very good sequence. I thought that was probably one of the best sequences I saw on the show.
How did they end up fixing? Wasn't it okay? So they had the end solution had to do with the variants, like the actual people, like his friends, right?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like they were all together?
Well,
right? What happened? What happened?
So what happened when he started to learn about his time warping? So the loom exploded the first time, right? That sent everybody back to their lives, but the timelines were also disintegrating on top of it.
Yeah.
So when Loki was rounding up everybody and nobody knew who they were or their past lives or whatever, he thought there was nothing he could do, and like all the timelines were, and everybody started fading away and whatnot. But that's when he figured out time warping. So that's the moment he went back to before, and he kept going back. Faster. There's all of that, and then he went back. He realized that when the time he thought it was going to be a successful run, because he thought he did everything right, and then it ended up not working either way. He realized he had to go back. That's when he realized he had to go back to He Who Remains.
Right.
And He Who Remains knew what he was doing, because he realized he was from the future and he's already done this before in his mind. That's why he was asking him, like, have we had this conversation before already, or have you learned how to control like his time, his freezing time and stuff like that? So like they've done it before, that we just didn't see it all. But they've done it.
But like it was a thing where everyone played a role in, like, it wasn't it like everyone all together, like all the friends together. It was something like that, right? It was. I remember the line he said or something like that. It was weird. It was. Do you remember that? Or I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Loki wanted to save all the people he knew.
Yeah.
He wanted to save all of them. They didn't really have a part in anything, obviously, except for the first time when he tried to get the loom to be bigger. But then he realized even that would have failed either way.
Yeah.
Right. And that's when he realized the only true way to like fix all this is to go back and prevent He Who Remains from dying. So that's when he fought Sylvie a bunch. And
but he didn't want to kill her.
He didn't want to kill her. But then he was talking with He Who Remains, and he's like, you either kill her or let me die. Those are your.
I thought he was just gonna kill her. Honestly, I thought that.
But he couldn't. Like
what else?
The whole point of him doing that was to save Sylvie and Mobius and Obi, and like he wanted to save them, and save the TVA, right?
Yeah,
that was the
yeah.
whole point, and the timelines on top of that. But
Mhm.
he really wanted to save the people he loved, right?
I'm
And TVA.
surprised, like, he has an infinite amount of trials. Like, he couldn't find something to convince her to stop. Like
He
he
couldn't,
couldn't just.
which was crazy.
That's actually surprising.
That's how much you knew Sylvie wanted to kill him, dude.
Yeah.
She's like crazy for that. But the talk he had with He Remains saying like, hey, you either kill her or let me die, either way.
I'm actually like really, really surprised. Like, well, not that surprised. I feel like it's more of a writing thing. Like, there's no way to anything can happen with time travel. There's an infinite
and you
amount
know
of
what's crazy?
It's a possibility that he could have convinced her.
The writers could have written a way out for Loki. They could have done that at any time, but they didn't.
True.
They made him lose over and over and over and over.
Well, yeah.
And then they made Loki realize that there is no fixing this, right? Until he realized he could just like take control of the timelines.
Which
and that's
is
when he was
okay.
like,
That's pretty crazy.
That's when he realized like, hey, if He Who Remains could do this and control everything and keep it stable, why can't I? He had that revelation, basically. That's when he found the third way out. When he was talking with He Remains, he realized like, after He Who Remains said, basically, he was like, hey, you either kill her or let me die. Either way, you're gonna lose. That's when he thought of the third way out, which is going back to the future, letting the timelines explode, but taking control of the timeline or all the timelines and fixing it himself, and just sacrificing his sacrificing his the time with all the people he knew to go out and isolate himself as being the new He Who Remains, and just looking over all the new timelines.
Yeah. Overall, it was pretty confusing for me, but it did have me invested, and it was really gripping. It was kind of it didn't have me at the start. First 2, maybe 3 episodes, I was like, it's kind of.
I was interested
going into the scene where they were in Detroit and they had to, or Chicago, and they had to get the old timey King. That I was like, okay, what's going on here? I did really like that episode. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
but,
I like that too.
It did lose me a couple times. I was like, what is going on? Why are they doing this? How is he? I didn't really. It did lose me. But overall, I did think that it was really interesting. It did have me like wanting to watch another episode, but I was like, I gotta go to bed.
And you know what's crazy now is that Loki is now the overseer of the MCU. Basically, he's the one overseeing all the timelines. I don't think he's to the Watcher's level. You know, it'd be crazy if we got the Watcher in live action. Like, what if there's like a scene in Secret Wars or something?
That'd be
where
sick.
Loki's like watching over the timeline. The Watcher.
Where do you think it's gonna go from Secret Wars? Do you think it's gonna go back?
At this point, Loki's gonna play a big part in Secret Wars. We know that now, and I say that because not only is he the overseer of all the timelines, but also because like the TVA is still a thing, right? So it survived at the end.
I guess technically he kind of like overthrew Kang a little bit, because now he's the. So I guess kind of that makes sense that now is like a perfect time for them to abolish Kang. Honestly.
Yeah. And that's the other part too. I guess they could also, for Kang Dynasty, if they really wanted to, they could have Loki start warning people about his variants. Because as of right now, Loki's the only one who knows about all the variants of Kang.
True.
Nobody else knows about like all the variants.
Okay.
It's really Loki and Sylvie and most of the TVA that know about Kang and all of his variants. But nobody, like none of the main characters right now, like not even Scott knows. He thought that Kang was the only Kang as far as he knows.
Yeah.
So what could happen that could lead to Kang Dynasty is maybe they introduce some other rogue variant of Kang, which there's no real reason to, because apparently the one from Quantumania is one of the only ones they exiled.
That was weird.
So I mean, they really could go either way in terms of abandoning Kang, because He Who Remains has been taken care of, and the main MCU Kang has been taken care of.
I want to say abolish. Is that abolish? How do you use that word? Oh no, I use that right. Okay, all right. Anyways,
but yeah, I mean, if they really, they could like scrap the Kang storyline, or what it would be like very what's the word?
It's like, and do what? It's like, what do you have? What do you have going right now?
Yeah.
For Avengers, for the MCU, they could do. I think
they were talking about Doom.
Oh,
but Doom wouldn't come until Fantastic Four, so it would be a little.
He's gonna be in Secret Wars, right?
We would really, yeah, he is. But if they do Doom, it would be. There's going to be a lot of smaller villains until we get to Fantastic Four, which is going to be like the drawback, because nobody's going to see like a Deadpool movie without like a Deadpool movie without a big villain. Who is going to be the villain of the Deadpool movie? We don't even know.
Deadpool 3. I kind of just wanted them to like kind of be just goofing around through time.
I think that's probably going to be it. I think Deadpool's going to find out how to jump through.
He's probably going to mess something up, and they're probably going to have to fix it. Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. And we're going to see
there were early on. I don't know if you remember this, but there were rumors about the TVA being involved with like capturing Deadpool and putting him back in his timeline, because like he's messing with variants and stuff. I don't know if that's going to be the case now, because I mean, it still could be theoretically, because the TVA has survived and they're still doing what they usually do. They're just not pruning people anymore. I think they scrapped that idea of pruning people. They're just putting variants back in their correct timelines. Which is like that, TVA would still be possible for Deadpool 3.
Technically.
But yeah, I think the consensus for the Deadpool 3 movie is really just Deadpool running around to different timelines, messing things up, messing with variants of Logan. There was some Bullseye rumors of just him being just a thrown-in character, just a random variant of Bullseye shows up and like he has a small fight with Deadpool.
Yeah.
And Wolverine shows it. It's like just some random stuff, which honestly would be fine, because that's what Deadpool does. Deadpool's a very random dude. He's either doing missions with Spider-Man or off breaking timelines or whatever, breaking the fourth wall and killing people. Like it works for Deadpool because he's such a random character, in the sense that he does like random stuff all the time. I mean, it could definitely work for Deadpool 3.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
all right, cool. Well, I gave it an 8. You gave it an 8.5.
Yep. Pretty good.
It was just a lot. I feel.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot. I mean, I wasn't confused. Like I know you were confused a little bit, but I followed it pretty well. But it was still a lot because there was so much happening all the time. And Loki was in this constant struggle from like the middle of the season until the very end. And they made it seem like there was no way out of it. Like they made it seem like whatever route Loki took was gonna lead him back to him just failing every single time.
I got a question.
Until the very end when he,
Right. Oh, first of all, when he grew his horns, that was sick.
That was cool, dude.
That was sick.
That was cool. He's walking out and like his giant robe.
And man!
And then the horns came up.
That was sick.
Glad to see Loki back in his
the loom. The loom. That's the sacred timeline, right?
No, the loom basically, do you remember when we saw He Who Remains Castle for the first time? And there was one single line all the way around.
Okay.
There was like one single timeline line all the way around.
Mm-hmm.
That was every timeline just lined up in a straight line.
Okay.
Like everything was cyclical, everything was
And in every
organized.
timeline that's all the variants. Like the variants have to do with that, right? Sacred timeline?
Yeah.
Okay.
So everything was going good, right? And then obviously when the loom breaks, that's when timelines started branching out.
But what is the loom then? What is the loom?
The loom keeps it all in check. Like it keeps it all from branching out. It kind of, it's like, think of like taking, I'm going to put this into some simple terms here.
Okay, please. Yes, please.
Thinking of taking like, I'll use my blanket for an example here.
Okay.
And this random sweatshirt.
Okay.
Thinking of like doing this.
Yeah.
Like twisting it like this. Like you're, what do you call it? Like you're rinsing it out, like if it's wet or something, and you're doing this.
Wringing it out.
And then put this with it. And like.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like twist
this.
I
understand the concept.
Like it's all.
Yeah.
It gets organized into one.
So you mentioned the ring around Kang's thing.
Yeah.
Is that different than the loom?
No, so that's what the loom does. It makes it all like here. Can you pull up a picture of the He Who Remains castle, or like the outside of it, and showing like a before and after of like after the timeline.
Cool, bro. We were just talking about this. Like,
oh yeah, Blue. I saw he started liking my post on Instagram for some comments. See, okay,
I see.
You see the straight line that's going around.
Is it like
that's
a metaphor?
That's not just no. That's not just like the sacred timeline. That's all the timelines just straight in one line. It's all organized. They're not crossing over between each other, right? So, and then look at when like an after image of like all the branches like branching out.
Okay. Loki branches branch. Oh my goodness.
Okay. So, and then that's the castle.
Okay.
That's when everything gets disorganized. That's when the loom doesn't work, right?
So the loom is at the TVA.
The loom is the thing that's making everything, and like He Who Remains controls the loom, basically.
He Who Remains control. Oh, and so once
that's why
Kang was killed, the loom
started getting overloaded with timeline, and everything started branching out.
Why was it getting overloaded with timelines once Kang died? Because that was at the end of season 1.
So Kang kept it like organized.
Yeah.
Right? He kept it organized. He kept it all in one line. Sacred timelines in there. It's very organized and whatnot. Once he died, the loom started overloading because there was no one there to keep it in check. So when it started overloading, it started creating branches, and the timeline couldn't fit through the loom because there were all these extra timelines coming in, and it was just a mess, right? That's why Loki and everybody was trying to fix it. But they couldn't because at that point there was too many branches going into the loom. None could get out of it, like in that straight line they had it in before, right?
Yeah.
So think about it. Infinite timelines going through the loom and getting organized out the other side.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Creating that one single line that's around He Who Remains castle and around the TVA.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Think about it when the guy who controls
and the
all
TVA,
of that,
the TVA is like outside of time, right?
Yeah. So is He Who Remains castle. So all of that is in the same, they're all outside of time. And then
So,
think about it when the
wait,
guy who controls all of that dies,
Okay,
and
that makes
infinite
sense.
timelines keep getting fed
Okay.
through it, and no
Okay.
one's there to keep it in check. That's why they were trying to fix it to where it, strained down the
Okay.
timeline. And
But
kept
Loki just needed to take his place because he didn't want to.
essentially, because every single
Yeah.
time they kept trying to fix it, there was no real way to do it because they never, they can never do it the way Kang did it because Kang had so many. He also is like he's very old too. Like you gotta understand, he's been doing it for generations and generations and generations because he's outside of time. So there's no real way to keep track of how long he's been doing it, but he's been doing it for a very long time.
Okay. So, Kang's castle and the TVA, like they would still exist if the timeline was destroyed.
Yeah, if the sacred timeline, the problem was with the loom is that the loom blew up because it kept getting fed so many different timelines. So since the loom blew up, it destroyed the TVA because it was getting the TVA was getting powered by the loom through all those timelines. That's what it did. That's what Victor Timely showed with his, a small prototype, how it was getting energy when we first saw his prototype and it was making power. That's what was powering the TVA. So since the loom blew up, it also destroyed the TVA.
Okay.
So now if it was just the timelines that got eradicated, the loom wouldn't really have a purpose and the TVA would be safe, but they wouldn't have a purpose.
Yeah.
So like if the timeline just think about it, the pruning of the branches and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Think about if every timeline got pruned, right? The loom wouldn't blow up, nothing would be going in or coming out, but there would be no power, and the people who were at the TVA no longer have a purpose. But since the loom was getting overloaded and it was creating this surge and essentially it was going to blow up, then the TVA would have blown up along with the loom because the loom was what was powering the TVA.
I have another question about the time travel that Loki was doing.
Yeah.
His time travel, it kind of concerned me because it did not make sense. I was thinking about it. No, you can catch me if I'm wrong. I don't know. It's confusing. He was when like all the spaghetti stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's like time erasing.
Yeah.
But
it's just disintegrating. It's like Did you hear what they said about that energy that kept getting blasted at you as you're getting closer?
Yeah. What's that?
It's just like it just disintegrates you. It's just like this super solar energy. It's not solar, but it's this energy that keeps. That's why they have to wear the suit, because it's like you would get disintegrated if you went out there without it, right?
Oh, and so
the reason why Victor Timely got disintegrated with the suit on is because at that point the loom was too powerful and the energy was surging and it was just creating this big flare that would just like disintegrate anybody that would go out there. That's why it was too late. And that's why he kept having to go back.
I thought that was like branches dying, like being erased. Because
no, that's branches. That's too many branches getting fed through the loom and not being able to come out the other side.
And those that are not being able to come out on the other side are being spaghettied.
Yeah, basically.
It's not just everything, because they made it seem like everything was.
It's like a generator overloading, right?
Okay.
Or think about this. Think about a nuclear power plant. Chernobyl's a good example. The people who are closer to the reactor die quicker. Think about it that way. Think about the loom as a giant reactor, basically.
So why wouldn't just like everything from that point on be erased? If once the loom exploded, like why would? That's why when the loom exploded, how can Loki just like grab a timeline?
He's a god, dude.
I mean,
I think people forget that he's a god. Like, he could do whatever he wants. he's one of the most powerful beings in the MCU right now.
I mean, yeah, that
Thor,
clearly,
Thor's like depressed. So
how did Kang control the timelines? How did he do that?
So okay, so this was explained in season 1. So in season 1, after the Kang War that him and all of his variants had, right? The council came together.
Wait, this was explained in which?
At the end of season 1.
Oh, okay. Okay, go ahead.
So think about it. There are these infinite variants of Kang, right?
Yeah.
All of them, like most of them are smart. Most of them have engineering abilities. Most of them, like everybody has different attributes to them that they all use together to come up with the Loom, the TVA. It's just like infinite versions of him with infinite ideas, So they used all of that and created the Council of Kangs on top of it, and appointed He Who Remains to keep it in check for the rest of the time. Okay. So it's never really explained how they created the system. We just know that there's infinite amounts of him that all came together and came up with it. And then just appointed a council, and then him, He Who Remains, to watch over it all.
Okay.
So, and then of course they exiled all the ones, including the Quantumania version of Kang, who didn't agree with that.
Excuse me. Okay, well, it's still confusing. But I'm glad you explained that. It just gets a lot. Like the last 2 episodes, it's just a lot.
Yeah.
So it is a lot of explaining too. Like,
yeah.
Dang. Yeah, that's pretty complicated.
I think to sum it up, just think of the Loom as like a reactor, like a very dangerous nuclear, radioactive, whatever you want to think of it as.
The most the most surprising part is like the timelines being things that you can actually, like, physical strands that you can hold. What is that?
Yeah.
What is that?
So I think that's I honestly think that's a new concept that came up with in season 2, because I know from looking at this picture right now, they probably weren't thinking about that in season 1. That they're like physical things you can hold.
That looks like because like energy.
Right here it just looks like energy.
But even still, how can that, I know that it the TVA and Kang's castle is like exists outside of time.
Yeah.
But how can time just be like represented in that? Like, I don't understand. Like, how could you see it? How could you like that? I can't wrap my mind around it.
All I can say is that Loki's a god, and he, for whatever reason, was able to grab prune timelines and be able to fix it all. He is a god too, so you gotta understand he's got infinite power.
So he couldn't just go out there in the first place and
he didn't think of it in the first place. He didn't think of it until he met with Kang, and Kang gave him 2 choices.
And at that point, he knew he couldn't fix the Loom because that wasn't a possibility.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
Because then that's when Kang explained to him like infinite timelines getting fed through a Loom the Loom that's not big enough for all of them.
Yeah.
It's like no matter how
it's not big for infinity.
Unless and then that's what Obi said. He literally said like it's not
impossible.
Big for infinity.
Like dividing by 0. That's what the one guy said.
Yeah.
Okay. That clears up some stuff. The fact that Loki can just like hold the fact like that's not like an explained thing, that timelines can just be held like he's
a god,
power cable. He's a god. He's like, what does that even mean? What does that even mean? Shut up.
He's a god.
Okay.
You know what's crazy too is that Thor could probably do that, but like he's too depressed and lazy in the MCU right now to do
well, what's he doing, bro? What's he doing?
He has a kid.
What's he got going on?
He has a kid. or I don't think that's. I can't remember. From Thor: Love and Thunder. I don't remember if that's his.
Yeah, he's got a
but
little kid that wouldn't eat his pan flaps.
He's just this.
They called them
this,
pan
like,
flaps, and she wouldn't eat the pan flaps.
He's
at
just
the end of the movie.
Really depressed dude without a home. His brother died. His lover died. He's training some random kid now.
I wish they would have with
a cool axe. And
it would have been funny if they had like cut to different parts, like different, technically like,
What?
I have to go to the bathroom really bad, so it's hard for me to concentrate right now. So I'm trying to piece it together in my mind. I don't understand how you can.
Or you could go to the bathroom and let all your thoughts go into the toilet with your stream, and then I entertain chat for the 3 minutes
with my stream. This stream or
no, your stream, like your piss stream.
Yeah,
dude.
That's what I thought. Because I was thinking about this stream. I was like, wait.
Just let all your thoughts go away with your piss stream while I entertain chat for 3 minutes.
I'll be right back.
All right.
I'll be right back. Just one second.
How do I do this? There we go, chat. I'm back. Hello, everybody. I hope you all are having a good night. We are probably going to get to cover battles here in a minute, so don't go anywhere. We are not ending the stream. We just talked about Loki Season 2. I've gone through all my pickups already, so you can go back to the start of the stream if you missed it. Also, I'm going to do a quick shameless plug here real quick. It's my Instagram, _Dark Knight Comics. We're at 730 followers right now. Amazing. I got all kinds of new posts, new content on there all the time. Please go follow that on Instagram. It'd be a huge help to me. Also, for everybody who is on Instagram, there are a ton of live claim sales for comics going on right now for Black Friday. So I'd highly recommend everybody going to check all of those out. I am, what do you call it? I've been currently watching a bunch of live claim sales as we've been doing the show here, and there's so many good deals from so many different vendors. So I would definitely get everybody to go and buy some books. Get those, take advantage of those Black Friday deals. That should be going on all weekend too until Cyber Monday. And then obviously we will see everybody back here on the stream whenever we do the next stream, which we'll talk about that. But we are not ending the stream. We are getting the cover battles.
Oh, are we? Is that decided?
Yeah, I think it is.
Wait, we're doing cover battles right now?
I mean, do you want to? Is there anything else we got to talk about?
I just wanted to clear something up with Loki. One more thing, and then we can get to cover battles.
Okay.
So the cosmic force, the cosmic energy that's making spaghetti, right?
Yeah.
It destroys everything at once, right? Because once the loom busted off, it's like everything, and then
once the loom exploded, everything.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah.
Because at the end of that episode, didn't it just cut to black, and then that was it, right? Yeah. So, how can any of them exist, even though they are in that moment outside of time? What if all the past versions of them being destroyed? Wouldn't they? Because all time, even though in the moment they're at the TVA, all time, everything is destroyed, right?
Yeah.
So how can any of that carry on from then? How can he even travel back in time to a place that doesn't exist if it was destroyed?
Well,
the spaghetti eyes.
Well, the TVA doesn't get spaghetti eyes because it's like outside of time.
Right. But he was still traveling. He was still time slipping to other places, but that was spaghettied. When the loom split, right?
So with that, timelines don't all get destroyed at the same time. You saw they get destroyed, like different timelines get destroyed at different points in time, right? So it's like in Sylvie's timeline, it got destroyed in like 1970 something or whatever. In say the Victor Timely timeline, it got destroyed in like 1930 something, right? So certain timelines get destroyed earlier than others, right? So it's like it takes longer for those timelines to die out. Timelines don't all go at the same time.
Okay.
It's like you can escape to another timeline before one dies, and then when that one dies, you can't go back. That's why when Loki
once
kept
it
going
dies,
back,
you cannot go back. You just said, right?
Yeah, that's why when Loki kept that's what I'm saying. When Loki kept going back to that one timeline where he was meeting with all the people, all of his friends who couldn't remember, that's why it kept dying over and over. Do you remember it kept getting spaghetti eyes whenever he went back to meet with them?
And he had to go back earlier?
He had kept going back earlier to be able to talk with them longer before it got spaghetti eyes again.
You said that you can't go back to it once it's spaghetti-ized. It's done.
No, you can go back to before it's spaghetti-ized.
Okay.
Once it's spaghetti-ized, it's not spaghetti-ized forever. That's what
a timeline exists, and then from that point, it's spaghetti-ized. So time still exists. Time still exists before.
Yeah.
So
that's what time traveling is.
Yeah. What?
Go back to before a certain event happens.
But that event, it doesn't like erase time. I thought like it wasn't just like from that point on, it was like everything. And that's how I was saying like before, like
from the time it gets spaghetti-ized, there's nothing after that. That doesn't mean there's nothing before that. Everything that happened before that still exists. You just have to go back. That's what Loki kept doing. He kept going back to before spaghetti-izing happened.
Okay.
So
and the loom pulled in everything. Like, is it the past? Wait, this is the past when all the branches, right? And it was going all into the loom.
Yeah.
And it was zoop, zoop. That was the past?
There's no when you're looking at the loom, there is no past, present, or future. It's all the timelines existing at the same time. Right?
But a timeline, think about a timeline. One timeline.
But you can go anywhere on that timeline when you're outside of time.
So what is a line in the loom?
It's a timeline.
Okay.
So you can go anywhere on that timeline because they're outside of time.
So what does one point on the timeline mean to another point on the timeline? Is that past and future?
I mean, you can there is no points in the MCU. There are no points on the timelines. They're all existing in tandem with each other.
Well, yeah, I know that.
You can go to any point on that, but there are no points. It's just a timeline. It's representing that universe.
Yeah. Oh.
It's not really representing time. It's representing that universe, and you can go anywhere. It's confusing.
I think it's time for cover battles.
You should have pissed away your thoughts when you went to the bathroom.
I still have questions about it because it was a good show. I just don't understand it, you know? I mean, I understand like some of it.
Ask
ChatGPT.
Like... That's all I can say. Ask ChatGPT.
Highlighted Comic Bros in the house. Bro, it's been a minute, man. How's it going, man? Wow.
Everyone's here.
How's it going?
Everyone's
It's time for cover.
Time for cover battle.
Are you older, DK?
Are you older, DK? What does that mean? I'm 19.
Yeah, he's older. And yes, it is true. I haven't played Spider-Man 1 and 2.
I have played both of them, and I can tell you right now, Spider-Man 2 is my second favorite game of all time. Spider-Man 1 is in my top 5. Miles Morales is in my top 10. I said what I said.
I heard right here from Super Hot.
You know where we at. It's prime time rapping. Let's go ahead and get into it. We got our challenger over here.
Yep. T-Bone 225, run my nap.
225? Is that an area code or something? Put that on the map quick.
Oh, shit.
T-Steak. Let's go ahead and get into our main man, the champion himself. No need for introduction.
First of all, I'm not a rapper.
Let's go ahead and get into this little coin toss here. Good luck.
Hey,
about luck.
you know what I do? Heads.
Okay.
You know how I go.
Yep. Tails.
Hey. I go first.
Yeah, but
Hey, tell him.
hold on. I want to talk. When it comes Super Hot, he goes first. What is this?
That is true. That is a factual statement.
Glasses off.
And he's out. Dang. All right, see you, man.
We're doing cover battles, dude.
See you. We're doing cover battles, y'all.
I don't know why you would leave during cover battles, dude.
He's probably got. He's a busy man. He's a busy man. Highlight comic book.
You're not busy if you're watching us two clowns on a Friday night.
Yeah. And you're obviously not busy if you're doing a stream on a Friday night. I can tell you that for sure.
That's true, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Cover battles. What do we got tonight? I don't think I should continue to be super hot because I never have any ideas for categories. So I feel like my streak should end, but I'm tempted to keep going.
Wow. Some people's champ you got here.
I
Huh.
don't know people's champ.
I'll treat you better, people. I'll treat you better. This is my channel anyways, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you don't know what to choose.
Might as well just get the Bean Boozled down now.
How's collage? Collage? Yeah, how's collage?
It's pretty good, dude. I made a bunch of short films.
Nice.
I've had to act in a couple, which I don't know how I feel about.
Oh,
that.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like acting either.
And by the way, the short films I have made, I don't really get a choice. It's like they give you a prompt, and it's like you gotta include this, and this. It's either gonna be a documentary or
Okay, so
it's
like, I want to talk about that after the stream. About college, but
yeah,
because I don't know what I'm gonna do. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know I want to
faster than you think.
Yeah, I know. I'm probably gonna take a gap year, honestly. Okay, cover battles, college. College. Oh,
there you go.
Talk about college. Okay. All right.
Categories.
Yeah.
Chat categories, please. I will use what brain cells I have left on this Friday night to also think of some categories, as will Harper. What do we got? I don't even know.
It's all good. I'm cutting out, dude. Why am I cutting out?
I could see it.
Oh my god.
I thought it was on my end.
No. Whatever. Well. All right. Cover battles.
Do you have any Golden Age books?
No.
Dang, dude. Do you have any Silver Age independent books?
I don't think so.
Like Dell Publishers, Disney Publisher.
Ooh. Why don't I check?
Charlton.
Why don't I check for you? I think I do.
Yeah.
Let me check.
Try that, because I have a good book for this category that I actually picked up a couple weeks ago.
Okay, nice. Oh, I got one.
Okay.
I think I actually have it right here.
Mine is somewhere over here.
Dude, this okay. First of all, disclaimer. I got this as a $1 book, and it's still not in a bag.
Uh-oh.
It's really beat up. I don't want you guys to make fun of me, okay? It's a detached cover. So last time you're like, you don't have your third Punisher in the bag. It's $5. It's $5, okay? Come on. This was a $1 bin.
You don't have your third Punisher in the bag.
That was you. I'm gonna eat my moon pie right now, dude.
Moon pie?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Moon pie. Where's this book at? It's back here somewhere, isn't it? It's hiding from me. I have it somewhere. It's one of these. Oh, here we go. I've been waiting to use this book because it's incredibly underrated. It's a talk about just oddly independent. I think this was just independently published by the writer of this book. This is Heroes Inc. Heroes Incorporated presents Canon with art by Wally Wood.
That's pretty good.
Here.
That's Silver Age. That looks fresh.
That's Silver Age. I got a really good deal on it, and it's in really good condition. So I was gonna grab that's the book I'm using, but I was gonna grab this book.
Hold on.
I really do like the cover of this book.
Don't just have like a dang, man.
You got your
I feel like I should just have like a bag. I have this storage bin like full of these old bags and boards that a friend gave to me. I'm trying to find one that fits. All right,
this
anyway,
this is the book I was gonna use. This is Werewolf. This is the first appearance of a guy called Agent Werewolf. And it's like about some spy dude who runs around with this like wolf, literally.
That's pretty cool.
I just thought it was really cool. I got this for $1. I found this in a $1 bin, and I was like, dude,
nice.
Silver Age Dell, really cool, interesting, random like hero. Yeah. Like I like pulps, like pulp magazine stuff, and just weird, odd stuff like that. That's why I also bought. I have another pickup coming. I'm probably going to show on the next stream. It's called Nucla. It's a Dell hero. It's created by the same guy who did the Werewolf, or the same publishing company that did the Werewolf.
Yeah.
It's called Nucla, and it's about. You could probably look it up, but it's a Silver Age independent hero. Who it's Cold War propaganda for nuclear bombs, and it's a cool cover because it's got like him on the cover. He's like in this cool spacesuit looking thing. Yeah, and then behind him there's like a nuke going off.
Really?
Yeah,
that sounds pretty cool. Yeah,
it's Silver Age. It's just like random Silver Age stuff like this and this, just like stuff like that. I like.
Nice. All right, somehow I got this into a bag. I nearly like tore apart the cover, like trying to put this in here.
Yeah.
All right, so you got Heroes Inc. presents Canon. Nice. That's pretty good. $1 bin find from American Comics Group. This is Adventures into the Unknown, number 82.
Oh.
And you can see this painter making this painting. And is pulling me into the picture, he says. Don't miss the strange and thrilling adventure that started with a bucket of paint.
Interesting.
Quite literally getting absorbed into your art. There it is. There it is.
This is an interesting matchup.
Yep. Let's do which is the better? I like this category. Which is the
Silver Age Indie?
Silver Age.
We could go for a round 2, and I could use the werewolf book.
You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. That's okay. Also, this moon pie isn't as good as I thought it would be. It's not as good as
bad moon pies are never good, dude.
What?
I said bad moon pies are never good because like sometimes you'll get good ones, sometimes you'll get bad ones.
Well, I've never had one before, so I don't know what to
Really?
expect. Yeah, well, it's my first one. It's just not as good as I expected.
You. Yeah, sometimes you'll get good ones and sometimes you get bad ones. It's like,
but they were fresh. We just got them. We just got them, bro.
Sometimes
I
it doesn't
open up the
even matter.
I open
sometimes
up the box.
It's just like, it's just it is what it is.
I'm like, what's the Fantastic Four news? I'm a big fan of the Thing. All right, chimpanzee. Pedro Pascal was cast as Reed Richards, and they're making Silver Surfer a girl.
Maybe
rumored, and maybe rumored to be Anya Taylor-Joy.
Yeah,
that's the Fantastic Four news.
Bollywood, 1969.
This is Ogden Whitney.
Look how you are right about this being really clean. Look at it.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that's insane. How much did you get that for?
$3.
Oh my gosh, dude. When is it from? 1960?
It's 1969.
Have you opened that up?
I have. I've looked through it.
Okay.
Page quality, it's like off-white to white. It wouldn't get like a strict white.
Don't go that far. That's a little extreme, chimpanzee. That's a little extreme. Okay.
That's what people are saying right now. People are kind of mad about it. Same with Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards, because people are basically like any other person besides him as Reed Richards.
Yeah.
Not that he's a bad actor. It's just, all right. Who won that?
I think you won that one. I'll give that one to you. I'll give that one to you. I do really like. Honestly, this is something like it. I kind of like. I'm trying to downsize my collection, and I kind of don't want this in my collection anymore because it's just so beat up. But this is something that like I would want to upgrade my copy on it because I really like this cover actually.
Oh yeah, no, dude, that's why I got.
Really good cover.
I wanted. You know what I did? I was looking for this book for a long time. There was 3 copies when I looked in the dollar bins when I found this book. One was or he had a 4th copy, but he priced it a little higher because it was really high grade. So I think he had it at like $10. I'm like, I don't need it that badly, so I just got the best condition one I found in the dollar bin, which it's still got like spine ticks and everything. But the only real problem that this book has is that it's dirty. So it's like if I took an eraser and like a claw, all these white sections here, and maybe just took a cloth to the rest of the cover, I could get most of that dirt off.
For sure. For sure.
But it's like, it was a really cool book.
Yeah.
A really interesting subject matter. Like these two books, I think kind of fit in that same category of like randomness.
Oh yeah.
I like books like these. So, and horror, like Silver and Bronze Age horror books, I think are also very. Actually, let's do a horror book.
Funny because I was just thinking something that would fall under horror. Actually,
let's do a horror book.
Here we go.
I might have to crack open.
I already got my book.
Whoa.
Yep, and I'm gonna show mine first.
Slow down there, buddy. Yeah, I'm gonna have to crack open.
People, join the Discord. Link is in the description.
Please do.
You should join.
The Discord's been very entertaining recently.
Has it?
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those funny conversations people are having.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Here's all my horror books. Please be here, around here, somewhere, please.
I thought the moon pie would be like a cake, but it's more like a graham. It's a s'more.
Yeah.
It's a s'more.
Yeah.
But it's more graham cracker. Honestly, I thought it'd be more cakey and more filling, like with the cream. I thought it'd be creamy kind of.
Dude, where are all my hormones? Exactly.
You're pulling a hidden gem right now, dude.
I am. That is true. They're here. They're here somewhere. Somewhere.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy over here.
Go ahead and show me what's happening.
What it do? Glasses, jacket, shirt man.
Call him that.
We called you that. Been calling you that. We been calling.
Leather to keep me hot.
Okay. Burn up.
Shirt to keep me cool. Glasses to see you lose. But I'm not a rapper.
But I'm not a rapper. While you were playing that goofy video, I found all my horror books.
Oh. I'm pulling out the Reese's Trees for this round, okay?
Oh, look what else I found. That follows under the Silver Age Independent. It's B-Man.
Nice.
It's B-Man.
That would have been good.
I love this book. I found this in London, dude. When I went on my London trip,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, "This is so random."
Nice.
B-Man. I think this was created by this was created by like a bigger name in comics. I can't remember though, obviously.
Why am I downsizing, Isaiah? Because I have too many books and half of them are crap. So that's because look, hold on. Because like
we got 10 people watching.
look at my
right
most
now.
recent pickups. Like
We got 10 people watching right now. Thanks
What's
for
going on?
watching.
Like I have books like this in my collection, books like this in my collection. Okay, come on, Men in Black.
You're
Brock and Black.
you're starting to realize like you don't actually
this.
need it, and you just
Marvel.
have like it's just like a lot of
Look at the like actually like look at these and like this. These are the books that I want in my
Yeah.
collection. Look at this look at this Alex Ross Immortal Hulk cover. Like, come on.
That's cool.
It's like stuff like this, and then I got like random like action comics in my collection.
Yeah,
random.
you're starting to
I have-
realize like
I have 6 long boxes of this stuff. Like, I don't. So I've been putting a lot of my books on eBay. I actually put some up earlier this week, and I'm gonna like actually try and get the most out of my money. Get the most money out of this.
if you have any books you think I'd like, just let me know.
Hey, if I did, you'd know by now. But
Probably would.
you have all 5 of those signed by Stanley. Wow, look at you. Look at you.
Nice, dude.
I don't believe that.
Big man
I don't believe that.
in the house.
Okay. Hold on.
Anyway,
I'm gonna show my book first, dude.
yep.
Hold
Go
on.
right ahead.
Oh, okay. All those comics I just showed you just slid right off the top, and they are laying on the ground right now. All right, here we go.
You better make sure those books are good, man.
Actually, I should. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Dude.
All right.
So you know what I also realized? You lost that last round.
I ain't gonna lose this one. Oh shoot.
Ah.
So I'll do it real quick. Do it real
quick.
For the 10 people that are watching, thanks for watching. We do Bean Boozled, and so if you lose,
Yeah.
you got to do Bean Boozled. So
You got to do the
kind of forgot about that.
thing.
I got two. Which one should I take? Orange or white?
The whiter one.
Okay. Okay, I'll put this one back. Okay. So, rotten egg or buttered popcorn?
Oh God.
Oh. Oh my god.
Yeah, you got rotten egg, chat. I think you got rotten egg. Yeah, that's pretty typical. Pretty typical of these beans.
Yeah, pretty typical. Pretty typical of these beans.
Pretty typical of these beans. For real.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm starting to get used to them. I'm starting to build up a resistance to these things.
I don't think I am, dude. They're always going to be disgusting.
One of these days, I'm going to start liking rotten egg. I'm going to be like, yo, Mom,
God.
go some rotten scrambled eggs. No, I'm
disgusting.
No, okay.
It's horrendous.
For my horror cover, so I was actually thinking that we should do an Alien cover. And so here I have an Alien cover. This is Alien #1, Patrick Gleason variant.
Whoa.
Oh, yep.
Banger alert.
I'm going to take this out of the Mylar.
I got a slightly less... it's classic. It's classic. I got some classic Bronze Age artwork right here. The House of Mystery, issue 209, Bernie Wrightson cover. Very nice. Got a skeleton, a grave digger. Look at that. Classic Bronze Age horror.
And, oh shoot! Let me hold on. Wait, what was it called? I forgot to put it in.
House of Mystery, 209. Let me make a separate section for those independent Silver Age books and my horror books.
I've been thinking about sending this one off to CGC, honestly, CBCS. In my
yes. Oh, they're starting to put like as of like I think like last month they're starting to put the new labels on books now.
Nice.
So,
nice.
I actually saw the other day a Batman 1 for sale on Instagram, but it had the new CGC. It was signed
from the old Batman.
Batman issue #1.
Batman #1.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was graded at 1.8. Pretty decent presenting for a 1.8.
Oh, okay.
It was like $28,000 or something. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's insane. 1.8.
But like, but it had the new. It was graded CBCS, but it was a signature verification. I don't know whose signature it was, but it had that nice new gold label.
Guys, go vote in the poll. By the way, if you're new, go vote in the poll for who has the better horror cover. Sorry to interrupt you.
But yeah, it looks that new label looked pretty sleek on that book. So
nice. Yeah, this is in really good condition. Do you know if CBCS does pre-screenings?
I don't know.
Do they do that? Because I know that CGC
I actually
does
don't
that.
know. Yeah, I know CGC.
All right. Let's give it another minute, maybe. We got 7 votes. It's pretty close. It's 3-4. You're winning. So go vote in the poll. Go vote in the poll in the chat, guys.
Get that nice Bernie Wrightson artwork.
Patrick Gleason classic. I want the version of this so bad. If I got the version, I'd get that graded. That looks so sick. 9.8 slab. Come on. This would look good. 9.8 slab. This is almost a version cover. I mean, it's so unobstructed. It's so nice. Oh, it's tied 4-4. It's tied 4-4. People, one more vote. Come on. Dude. Come on. I made a comeback. I made a comeback. Make him eat a bean. Right, he needs to eat a bean.
I don't need to eat a bean.
You need to eat a bean. You need to experience the bean this stream. That rhymed. That rhymed so good.
You need to eat a bean this stream?
You need to experience a bean this stream.
All right, what's it looking like? Did you get it?
I got it. Experience that bean, bro. Experience that bean.
They just want me to eat a bean.
No, your cover just wasn't as good.
I have no more blue bean. Oh, I have one more blue bean left. That's it.
You need to randomly pick a bean, dude. Okay.
Good. I got the spinner, dude.
Okay, good.
Prepared.
Okay.
What do we got? We got peach or barf. You, bro. This is gonna be.
Go on,
horrendous.
do it.
Peach. Let's go.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, that's good. That's sweet.
All right, whatever, buddy. You know what? I'm gonna eat my Reese's tree over here. Okay, don't bother me. I'm eating a Reese's tree. Okay.
I got my my Airheads gum.
That's a lot of peanut butter in there. You see that?
Oh my god.
That's so much. It's like half an inch of peanut butter, dude.
Thick piece of chocolate.
Yeah, I like them thick.
All right.
Look.
I think who said
Chimpanzee.
Yeah, Chimpanzee said do a Silver Surfer cover. Yeah. Let's do it.
Uh-oh. I know what you got. I know what you're doing. You're going for the win, aren't you?
What?
You're going for the win. I know what cover you're doing, bro. You know what I'm talking about.
No, what you're talking about. I actually don't know what Silver Surfer covers are about. It's crazy.
Yes, you do.
No, I don't.
I know of a Silver Surfer cover. I'm looking at my Silver Surfer covers. Hold on.
You know of a Silver Surfer cover. Oh, where's my phone?
I know of the
Kind of
Silver
console.
Surfer cover that is like the.
A consulting key collector.
Oh, I forgot I had this cover. You're going down, dude.
Dude, don't do this. Hold on, bro. Calm down.
I can find it.
Calm down.
I honestly wonder what good Anya Taylor-Joy posters are out there.
You're gonna get an Anya Taylor-Joy poster now?
Well, Chimpanzee is like.
All right. You already know. I'm going with the probably most basic Silver Surfer book. But it is one of the best covers of all time.
That's pretty good.
I'm
sorry.
not complaining.
Yeah, you got that. You got that. You know. I know.
No, you don't.
I didn't even finish Queen's Gambit, dude. I didn't even finish that show. What am I talking about? What kind of Anya Taylor-Joy fan am I, dude?
Should probably go finish the show.
I probably should.
Just like how I am going to get to 100% completion on Spider-Man 2 by the end of break.
Whatever.
I'm very excited.
Silver Surfette.
I don't like the sound of that.
That's a good name. You're pretty good with that. All right, here we go.
All right. I'm going for it.
Nope.
Yep.
Fine.
Yep.
Go for it.
Fantasy Masterpieces, issue number 4, starring the Silver Surfer.
Yep.
Oof. Look how nice this book looks. Look how clean this book is. Look at this amazing cover.
Bro.
Right here. I only wish they kept the rainbow bridge on it, but they didn't.
I'm afraid you're gonna have to eat a bean, my friend. Because
I don't even know how that would be possible, dude. This is considered one of the greatest covers of all time.
I have the legendary Marvel's number 3 Masterpiece by Alex Ross. There it is.
I'm not eating a bean, bro.
You're eating that bean, my guy.
This is literally considered one of the greatest covers of all time.
You are
I don't know what
stuffing
you're
that bean
talking
in your face.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude.
Alex Ross, goodness, right there, baby. Look at that Human Torch in his chest.
Everyone.
Look at that. Even look at his knee. Look at that knee. Tell me you ain't
Dude,
never seen a better knee on a cover than that knee right there.
All I'm saying is Silver Surfer v Thor, one of the greatest covers of all time.
It's a pretty good knee, though. Gotta admit.
I got this for so cheap. I got this book and the issue number 1 for $2 a piece.
That's insane.
And they're
That's
incredibly good shape.
That is insane. Oh, did I tell you I'm moving? I'm moving, by the way.
Oh, you're moving. Where are you moving to?
Like 15 minutes away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But it's a bigger house. And that's one of the reasons, like, I have so much stuff, dude. Like, trash stuff.
Yeah.
So I need to
You need,
throw out a lot,
clear
sell
house.
a lot of my comics. I'm hoping to get down to maybe like 3 long boxes would be nice. That would be nice. I do not need 6 long boxes and some change, dude. So yeah, also check out my eBay. I think the eBay page, the eBay page is linked in the description. So you can check out what comics I got on there. All of them are best offer. I haggle with anyone. I am willing to give away these comics, dude. I swear. So yeah, there's some good stuff on there.
What's the poll looking like?
4-0. 4-0, but 11 people watching, which is a little disappointing.
Who's winning though? Is it me?
You? Yeah.
Obviously. What did I say?
I forgot what you said. I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter anyways. It's okay. It doesn't matter.
Beautiful this cover is, dude. People can't deny.
You want to talk about beautiful? This is like, I can't even put it into words. That's how beautiful this is.
Look at that. Oof.
Looking at this cover is like listening to a Kanye West song. It is just a masterpiece.
Masterpiece.
Of course. There it is. I think you won that, though. I think you won. It's 2 minutes for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone's got to eat a bean, bro.
I got to eat the bean, bro. I got to eat that. Okay. Okay. Oh, brother.
Eat the bean.
Red or green?
Red one. Red one. I want you to get that bandage and feel the pain. Get that old bandage.
Old bandage
and feel the
or pomegranate. Dude, I actually ate like a whole pomegranate yesterday.
I eat the seeds. Have you ever?
Bro. Obviously the seeds. Like, yeah.
I have a whole. You know what I have? I have a whole like tub of seeds at my college dorm of pomegranate seeds. Get that little bandage. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Guys, I think he got that old bandage.
That ain't pomegranate, dude. I don't know.
Now you need to get liver and onions back to back and see how that tastes. It's disgusting. We've got old bandage.
Did I lose 3-0 right there?
Yeah, did. Yeah, he did.
We're already 3 hours, dude. We're already 3 hours in, bro.
Whoa! Crazy.
Let's do one more round, just for shits and giggles.
Just for shits and giggles.
Dude, these bad beans are not getting as bad. Like they're alleviating.
Yeah.
Alleviating.
I'm gonna go with a book I wanted to use earlier.
Worst covers battle.
Worst? I can't do this again, dude.
Yeah, you can.
Because I try not to
Yeah,
get
you
bad
can.
covers,
Yeah,
bro.
you can.
I try not to get bad covers.
Thank you for the hearts, whoever was spamming the hearts. I never see people doing that. You see how you can click the hearts and the different emojis?
Yeah.
Never see people doing that. I appreciate that. I really. Oh, there's another one. Which is the worst cover?
Worst cover.
All right. Well, why don't I? You know what box I'm about to pull out here.
Oh my God.
You know which one. You know which one.
I don't even have any bad covers, bro.
Do I have any? What Rob Liefeld covers do I have? Let me see. Just to like.
I just pulled out a Rob Liefeld cover, actually.
Nice.
I'm not gonna use it, but it's just not that bad.
Oh yeah, of course it's not that bad.
It's not. I swear. It's a cable cover. You know, like cable's his thing, so it's like.
Oh, true. Okay.
Dude, all of these. I have so many dead spec books in here.
Why am I on full screen?
I have so many dead spec books in here. Dude, I don't have any bad covers, bro. I swear. I have a lot of really sick covers. I actually just found another horror book I can put aside. Bro, what do you want me to do?
Oh my gosh. I got my cover.
I have a bad cover, bro.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
I don't. I swear to you, I do not have a bad cover.
Oh, dude, we were just. His chest is bigger than Power Girls. You want to see something? Hey, Chimpanzee, I know you weren't here for news. I'm going to show you this news thing. Oh. What? Chimpanzee, the original artwork for that cover that you're talking about sold for $132,000.
Oh yeah, we were
at Heritage Auction. That's what he was talking about.
Nice.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy? Wow.
Dude, I don't have any bad covers, bro.
You got 1 minute. You got 1 minute to find a bad cover.
Bro. I don't have any.
Chimpanzee said, I know, I was the buyer. Bro, you play too much, bro. You tell me.
Oh my God. I just have banger cover after banger cover, dude.
Just pull out your ASM 300 already. Come on. Just do it.
No, you know what I'm gonna pull out? I think I know your audience too well, bro. Only the greatest book of all time.
Morbius #1.
No, it's not. It's actually something different that I think people. It's slept on. It's the greatest slept on book of all time.
But it's the worst cover. The worst cover.
It's not really a bad cover either. That's the thing. It's just a book that everybody memes on.
Okay.
You'll see
all
what
right.
I mean.
Here we have none other than the Incredible Hulk, number 446, post onslaught, post banner, radioactive, and on the run. Look at that. Beautiful. Look at that cover.
I don't have a worse cover than that, dude.
There we go. There we go. All right. And you're voting for the worst cover, not the best cover, the worst cover. Just like to clarify that. Okay. What's your book? What's your book, buddy?
You know, everybody knows who this is. This is probably one of the best Marvel characters of all time. Not necessarily a bad cover. It's actually probably one of the greatest covers of all time. First appearance and origin of Darkhawk, issue number 1 right here. You already know.
I'm pretty sure Hulk's naked there. They wouldn't have put the shadow
also,
down there.
I was gonna ask you, do you have or want a Ghost Rider 1?
Yeah, I do want that. I do not have it. I want it.
Keep in mind, this is my other copy that's got some corner damage. But I'll send it to you for $5 plus shipping. Because I just don't need
okay.
it.
I can do an eBay trade. What about
eBay
that?
Trade?
Yeah.
Very interested.
You can just send like a best offer of like $0 on like a $10 book.
Yeah.
And I'll give you my address. You can send that book. I'll send you the book or whatever. Because I don't have Venmo or PayPal or anything like that. But I can do that.
Okay. All
right. Worst cover here. Here we go.
It's got to be the greatest book of all time, dude. No one can compete with Darkhawk.
So yeah, Anya Taylor-Joy posters. Let's see.
Favorite superhero of all time, right here.
Bruh. Got a couple of Vogue covers. A lot of magazines. I haven't seen The Witch yet. I haven't seen that, but I really want to.
Movie, dude.
Yeah,
that's actually such a good movie.
It was made on like $4 million, right? It was like a super low budget.
Yeah.
Yeah. Worst cover, guys. Worst cover.
Am I worst for?
They're just scaring me a little bit. You know.
All right, let me reload this so I can pull up the poll. Let me see this.
Oh my goodness. Worst cover. The bad cover.
Oh my god, it's 50-50.
Come on.
10 people watching. Get your votes in, everyone.
Oh my goodness.
Scaring
the Darkhawk ain't even bad. Not even a bad cover. How?
Yeah, it's not even a bad cover.
That's just like
meme on it because it's such a random character.
Oh.
Like people
90s cover.
It's like Turok, you know.
It's like not. Turok. I guess. But Turok's
no, like,
still a dollar book.
People meme on it as much as Turok. And it's because this book is like highly overvalued a lot of the times.
Oh,
like
right.
I got this for $12. It was described to me as a 9/8 contender, and it definitely is.
Okay.
But like I haven't. When I go to like shops and I see this book up, it's never under $20, which is
really
insane.
What the heck?
Yeah, because this character is like never coming to the MCU.
I've never seen that like
unless they run out of ideas. Yeah,
I guess, but
because he's the best character of all time.
Obviously.
I
think I won.
I think you won, dude.
All right, stick that bean in your mouth, bro.
That sounds really weird.
That's the way it is.
You should have done a Disney cover. Should have done Disney cover. It is time. Actually,
a bean. What?
I gotta do a bean, but you lost. You gotta do 3 beans.
Okay. Fine.
I'll do it. Let's do the first one together, actually.
Okay, fine.
gonna spin mine.
Oh,
Oh my god, I got liver and onions again, bro. This is gonna be so bad.
Booger or juicy pear. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Ah!
Oh!
Just gonna swallow it whole.
Oh!
Like a pill. You got 2 more, buddy. I'm gonna be chewing on this delicious Airheads gum. You got 2 more. Down the hatch. Let her rip.
Red or white? Or orange or white?
To the orange. Because I think that's barf.
Yeah, peach or barf. What?
Peach?
Mm.
No.
Yeah, it's good. Well,
Can't really tell though, because like
I just had booger. Booger's still in my mouth. I still got a booger in my mouth, bro.
clip that out of context. Clip that out of context. I still got a booger in my mouth. Someone clip that out of context and send it to Harper in Discord.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't good, but whatever. Oh, I know which one you're gonna make me do.
Not the blue.
Okay.
Not the blue. You don't deserve that. You lost.
I'm already doing
Good
3
news-
beans.
Good news is it's your last one, so
Okay.
you're good.
Birthday cake or dirty dishwater?
Well, everyone, Harper
What
just
is
got
that?
the worst. What? Are you
There's
hearing
a
things
noise.
now?
There's a
You're
noise, yeah.
schizophrenic now? Did it transfer to you? What? I hear wind. I hear wind coming from your end.
That's my thing.
Oh.
I think that's my headphones. I don't know. Oh no, that's my dog upstairs. He's
Oh.
trapped.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, that was bad. That was I don't think I've gotten that one before. Okay,
Pretty
thanks
good
for watching.
stream.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thanks
watching.
for watching, everyone.
Oh,
It's bad. You wish you had some of that Airheads gum right now.
it's like soapy.
Yeah. It's dirty dishwater, dude.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So thanks for watching, guys. Join the Discord. Thanks. Yeah. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man.
Appreciate it.
Join the Discord, eBay page, link in the description.
Yeah.
Subscribe as always. Hidden Gem Productions is where it's at. Hidden Gem
Yep.
Productions. So go subscribe to that. If you'd like. Meanwhile, hey, if you don't know, I do these
Cooking.
time lapse drawings, right?
It's cooking.
Time lapse drawings are my big thing on Hidden Gem Comics. I haven't uploaded a video in 8-9 months. Last one.
It's cooking though.
What was my last video? Anyways, it was the 2001: Space Odyssey trailer.
The 2001.
My last time lapse drawing was the Tribe Called Quest drawing,
Yeah.
which was March 11th, dude. Oh my gosh.
A long time ago, man.
Yeah. So honestly, by the time this video gets out, it's going to be probably 9 months. So, and I got big plans for this one.
Big plans, dude.
No backstage party. It's already 11:30, dude, man.
Yeah, it's late, dude.
Yeah.
We're almost to our we're getting closer to our 80th stream now. So we might have to do something for that.
I mean, yeah, so big plans. Be looking out for that. Be looking out for that. All right. What's going on with you?
Everybody, if everybody's still watching, go and follow the Instagram. Hopefully it's linked in the description. _ Dark Knight Comics on Instagram. We are at 730 followers on there. I post at this point it's more like it's like in between weekly and monthly comic book content. Because I'm not home as often. I gotta go to college, obviously. And that's basically my job. So yeah, I'm just gonna be posting stuff on there. That's pretty much it. Just go follow Instagram, dude.
All right. I'm gonna be looking at these Anya Taylor-Joy posters in the meantime.
Nice.
Peace out, everyone. See ya.
See you later, everyone.